Okay, hello everyone. We're live.
Hello, how's it going?
Hello.
It is Friday.
It is Friday.
It's
Thank you for
Friday.
hanging out
Friday.
with
Thank God.
us,
I
guys.
feel like I was around for the original Rebecca Black. She's like, it's Friday, Friday. They were filming her in a convertible, and this was like pre your generation.
Okay.
But she was like the head of one of the first viral videos on YouTube, and it was a music video that her and her family like filmed, and it was like, you know, so she's if people know in the chat, they'll know. Have you heard of Rebecca Black?
Yeah.
Can we pull
Well,
up a
only
reference?
that Friday song actually. Yeah.
She was on Celebrity Jeopardy like just the other day,
Oh.
and I looked it up because I was like thinking of ideas for the show.
Right.
And I realized like it didn't have the show had like barely any views. I'm like, this was the most iconic show growing up was Jeopardy. So it just showed me like everything's changing.
Yeah.
Like what people watch, what people
Yeah.
like, what people don't like, etc. All these things.
Yeah. Yesterday
Yes.
I was watching some TV and it was like the 100 Mexicans said.
Oh, yeah.
Mexicanos dijeron.
Yes.
Yeah.
In
And
America, that's called Family Feud.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I knew that one first, to be honest, and then
Yeah.
obviously, then I found out that there was a
Hey,
Mexican
Jessica.
version of it,
Right.
and it always
You just found that
surprises
out?
me that like, I mean, recently, yeah.
That was crazy.
That's
in like a
crazy.
couple of years.
Yeah.
Because like it's
Wow.
it's a classic,
Hey, John.
but also I don't know why I knew the U.S. version better than this one, and
I
I was
think,
just watching it and
yeah.
it just seemed so so out of touch for some reason. It was like this feels old, and
Well,
it's
what's shocking is it'll ask really dumb questions like,
Yeah.
like what do you normally, you know, use when you're driving, and it'll be like, your hands, and like I'm serious, it's that dumb. Like it'll be like name parts of the face, and I'm like, for real? And then people like get stuff wrong, and I'm like, what?
what do you mean with hands in the face?
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. It'll be like eyes, nose, ears, mouth, and I'm like, so the show is like designed like. Do you remember what the questions were? They're usually really really simple questions like.
Yeah, it's just like what would you bring to a party or open-ended questions of like
But basically, you have to be like, if you want your past toddler, you can watch that show.
right.
Right.
But I'm
right.
like, what is this? What is the point of that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, like I got it right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how many fingers I have on a hand? Well, my Uncle Randy has 4 because of the saw accident. But
Normally.
That's funny.
hey guys, how's it going?
Yes. Hello, Mark Sense.
Is it? Can you see it
Hi.
vertically? Does it actually work vertically?
Yes, I'm watching it vertically.
Are you
Oh.
serious?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I feel
Cool.
like this so like swag.
Yes,
It's so
this is-
updated.
Yeah, like this is.
Oh,
vertical.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Yes.
Oh my god, I feel like we've actually
It's so
accomplished
close,
something.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
This whole week I've been feeling like a loser, you guys.
Why?
Well, I mean, there's just stuff. You know, it's like the universe works in mysterious ways.
Right.
I mean, we all can feel
It
like
does.
losers. I feel like sometimes, even though you're doing things right, you're checking the boxes. Or, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just.
No, honestly, me too.
I'm like,
I'm lying. I was like
I was-
freaking out before I came
No,
here.
I
and
was-
like,
I'm like, maybe that was just
I'm
me.
feeling the same way, honestly.
Yeah,
No, I
listen.
mean, I'm like,
Tonight it's Friday night, so we have absolutely no serious plan. But I was gonna ask you guys that, like, what were the highlights of the week? Like, what
Yeah.
happened?
well,
What really stuck with you guys?
Yeah, like
I
you.
thought I hit a deer, but it turns out. Wait, did I say that out loud? No, no, it was a person. No, I'm kidding. No, she lived. No, she didn't live. Just kidding. It didn't hit anyone lately.
It's just, it sometimes happens, you know.
I'm
what I mean?
kidding. I'm kidding. She's still my trunk.
She will live, I guess.
She'll be fine.
She'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Last time I checked.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was
She
the
was
best?
streaming. I'm like, I'm busy. I'm driving. No.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm busy. Move.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
busy
arrived at
move.
Oxford and she was like, you hit me about 5 miles back. And I was like, oh, damn.
Oh no.
Right. But
And obviously, I don't want to get the law involved, so.
Right.
Into
but
the trunk
she
you
didn't even
go.
complain. She was
No,
like,
she was like, I need a
well,
friend.
Yeah.
She's
I
like,
needed
I needed
this.
someone to talk to.
You
Like,
know what?
my
I
life has
didn't
been so
have
uneventful.
Friday plans, so
Exactly.
hey, getting hit. It's
So you know, the threat of vehicular manslaughter is looming. But beyond
Exactly.
that, I'm good.
We all
No, I'm kidding.
are
The government won't let me drive.
anymore.
So yeah, like we can do comedy.
Exactly. Absolutely.
You're like, you've never been this money, bro.
Right. But what was the best thing that happened to you guys this week?
Not getting
my
hit by Brent.
Yeah. I had 5 people on the way to the studio.
Besides not being that lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the best thing that happened to us this week?
Yes, to you
Oh my
guys
God.
personally.
I'm going by surprise to Las Vegas.
Amazing.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, John Scott's in
Surprise
Vegas.
trip.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that would be cool.
Yeah, and
Hey.
he's here like he's like a regular.
Yeah.
So
We know Jill Scott.
and you know Daniel's sister lives in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I feel like we have like a
I
really
didn't know
strong
that.
connection to Vegas.
Right. Yeah.
Entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
all the different things. Just
And I've never been to
don't,
Vegas.
don't get addicted to gambling.
No, honestly, I've been twice to
Okay.
a casino before,
Okay.
and I don't like the feeling of losing money. You know, it's like
You
I-
don't?
I-
Oh my god, I'm addicted to it. I love it.
No, it's just like every time that I'm gonna gamble, it's like, but I could use this money, you know.
Yeah.
So
You're like, this
Right.
is gas. This is rent. This is food.
right. But
Yes.
my parents are very fun people and they drink a lot, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
I would not have
mean,
guessed that.
Yeah, they're pretty chill in a lot of ways. Like for the things that they're chill, they're very open and like very forgiving and easygoing.
Okay.
But for the things that they aren't, they're like very strict about it. So that's
Okay.
like the line that you gotta walk like from one extreme to the other.
Okay.
But partying with them is really cool.
That's wild.
It
That
is
cool.
wild. So yeah, the first time that I was at a casino, it was in Richmond.
Okay, Virginia.
Yeah, no, in Vancouver.
Oh, okay, right. There's a Richmond, Virginia, by the way. But there,
Yeah.
I forgot
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Okay,
There's
so.
Vancouver in Washington as well.
Oh,
Washington. DC.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. There's also Los Angeles, Mexico.
Exactly. There's a lot of
Yeah. It's not a
repetition.
geography show, but if you the more you know, boom, boom,
The more
boom.
you
Yeah.
know.
But yeah.
If you want it
We
to
like
be
to
a
copy.
geography show, I mean, we're open. And what was the worst thing that happened to you guys this week, personally?
The worst thing?
Yeah.
Hold on, have a look. Where's that? Where's my binder? No.
Let me pull the files.
I mean, I don't know. I think maybe it's like transient thoughts or you know, just
Level of energy.
well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've been doing well, all things considered.
Right.
Um,
And the drugs and stuff.
well, yeah, that too. Yeah, I developed a new habit,
Yeah.
new hobby.
You're right.
I'm glad it's just me
I've
like with
read
these
Atomic
peanuts.
Bomb,
It's
Atomic
all,
Habits, so
Oh yeah.
It's all recreational, though.
right.
Yeah,
It's-
we don't
it's
promote
cool.
anything other than having good old fashioned fun.
Exactly. And who's gonna say no to that?
Who's at the Sphere? Says Mark Sands. Yeah, who's gonna say no? There's a Sphere in Vegas, by the way. It's like this. It's called Sphere. It's not called
Yeah.
the Sphere. It's just called
Yeah, yeah.
Sphere. You've seen this? And so it used to be like kind of creepy.
The
But they had to
sphere?
make. Well, like they had like a human eye, like it looked like a human eye. But it was like so.
Oh.
It made people feel so uncomfortable. They had to make it like an emoji. So it was
Why?
like goofy. Well, because when the planes were landing, it would like like it was designed to like kind of.
Okay.
But it was like too unsettling.
Right.
Right. And so, but right, they were having. I think Wizard of Oz is there.
I think
it's
yeah, they are
Wizard of Oz.
projecting a lot of things there. It's interesting. And what about you, Andre? I may know the answer, actually.
Yeah, I was pretty sick.
Yes.
I think I got like intoxicated with something. I'm really not sure what it was. I'm probably
You say intoxicated,
Hey.
but you don't mean like alcohol. You're saying like
no, like
Like,
I
yeah.
was
Food poison.
food poisoning. Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
From I'm thinking an old cheese that was in my fridge.
Oh my gosh.
Which was pretty nice. I mean, hey, I had a great breakfast and then I
Yes.
didn't really have a good day.
And, yes, I was gonna say that. Like,
Well,
nice-
a good night because
stinky cheese.
it wasn't even stinky. It was panela cheese,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I was just like, it was the last thing on my fridge. So I was like, you know what? I'll just have a bite.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a great idea, you know. This
But did
wasn't
you,
the smartest
What was
thing
the
that
first
I did.
sign that you
this
weren't
week.
feeling well? Was your stomach bubbling or?
No, I felt really heavy and dizzy at first.
Oh really?
And then I was like really nauseous.
Oh no.
And yeah, my stomach like started twisting. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna be really sick.
Oh my goodness. Was there
And
anyone there to witness this, or were you by yourself?
no,
Like,
my roomie was a witness.
Okay.
Yeah, she had to be the
You were
witness.
like, record.
She
This
could-
is gold.
Right.
Hey, this is content, please.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I'm
No.
dying. She's like, I know.
No. I reached the point where I was like, I'm gonna die. Like it was.
Yeah.
It was the type of. I'm sorry if anyone's eating, but I was the type of projectile vomiting into the
No, we love projectile vomiting.
thing. No, we love.
I'm
I
into
mean,
that. I get that's what gets. There's. I mean.
it gets
listen.
you skinny.
Yeah, exactly.
You can have that benefit.
Preach.
Yeah.
But it
Preach.
wasn't voluntary, so it wasn't being chosen. So
Yeah.
it wasn't that fun.
Is this really vertically being streamed as well?
Yes.
That's so wild.
Yes, we.
How does it look? Because is it showing you both by side by side?
No, I'm.
You have your close-up.
Empty space.
Yeah.
Are you ready
Yeah.
for your close up?
Well, I think people. I think like people.
Where's
like,
that
I'm just
from?
in a pattern of doing them. I'm not obsessed with being on camera, but I do love doing them, like the streams. Because some people are like, oh, I want to be, but it's more like I love putting on the show and talking and having an excuse to open your mouth and talk about things and
Right.
to projectile vomit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
There's a space for everything. Hey.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, there probably are people that do that on TikTok. 'Cause, I mean, they probably banned it now, but it wouldn't surprise me if, like, in the early days.
Definitely.
There are people that just brush their hair. There are people that like put their feet up. I mean, there's people that do all
I
kinds.
mean,
of
there's
things.
people that just cut their nails and win money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, hey, I mean, you never know what it takes.
By the way,
You
if
never
you're
know.
exactly, but by the way, if you're watching vertically, let us know. You
There's
can
a
type
huge
in the
thunderstorm by the way.
chat.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's a huge thunderstorm coming. Did you see
Oh,
it on the way here?
No. I took an Uber today.
Oh, you did?
I had the money.
Where'd
Yeah.
it go?
Absolutely.
That's good because I was joking about driving because I really don't drive, here.
Yeah. It's
Since the
terrifying.
court order. No, but
Since the incident, you know.
yeah, since speaking of San Mexicanos dijeron, there's so many people I ran over.
It was an accident.
Y'all.
You're like,
Accidents happen.
you're
Jesus.
like, it was an entire village. I'm like, I paid off the mayor. It's fine. It's like, what was the
I
name
made
of the
a
town? It doesn't
deal,
exist
okay?
anymore. Yeah, I made an out of court settlement. No, but I think it's funny when people joke about that kind of stuff because I mean, obviously it's like very tragic, but at the same time it's funny. Like,
Honestly, no. Hey, if I were to be run by a car, I'd rather just die instantly, or or just
Oh my
like
gosh.
walk really fast, get up, and be like, no, I'm fine. It's really my leg is fine. Like
Oh
I
my
really don't
gosh.
need any
You're
help.
like, but
Thank
your
you
leg's
very
over
much.
there.
No, I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry for your car. Really, I'm not here
I
to
was
bother.
paying
Thank you
for
very
it.
your
much.
head.
She's like, no, please.
Please,
I'm not. I didn't mean to bother.
please accept my
I'd be so
apologies.
embarrassed.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, there are people that are you being for real? Like to some extent, like are you the type of person who is like
I get it,
ashamed?
though.
Running people with my car.
No, like
like,
ashamed of
people
you know,
naturally get into fights. I have someone driving my car in Texas, and they called me, and while they called me and like, is this car insured? I'm like, yes.
Well, thank
on to
God.
that. Well, it's because insurance there is like crazy. It's like what a car
Yeah.
payment is here. And so, and I was like, yes, it is, blah, blah, blah. And the other person was like screaming, and like people turn into animals when they get into accidents. I mean, I get it, but this wasn't like a serious accident because people, they think that the higher the volume that they scream, that means that like, it's like a projection of that they're not guilty.
Right.
But I'm like, I think like educated people know better. Y'all let me know about that, but go on. But because I think that's why it's
Well, I
surprising to
mean,
Mario
it
because most
being
people are like
scared-
defensive and angry and
Yeah.
worried about
Absolutely.
blah blah blah.
I mean, honestly, hey, I'm a great driver. Okay, first of all, let me just say
Okay,
that.
let's clear
and
the air.
after, I mean, yay!
Good job.
Yay for me.
I
very
wouldn't
independent
thought
woman with
that.
my car.
I wouldn't think that, you know.
About her.
You would doubt of my driving abilities?
No,
She takes you over
I
the wheel.
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I'm just here. You
Right.
okay?
No, I would trust you. I meant to say that I would trust you. Yeah.
I need a kid's seat.
Oh
I'm
my
too
gosh.
tall for most cars. If you send me in a car, I'm always having to sit. Like,
Really?
yeah, I mean, I really am. It's not comfortable at all.
Sorry.
Well, I bet.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, I
okay.
mean, hey, it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah, the only thing is that when I'm walking down the street, I can look at everyone's phone. So I know, like, and that's how I know that
That's
AI is
cool.
taking
That's
over.
a cool superpower.
It is. Everyone's on WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, but now in the last few months, it's like half people are on AI. That's what's so scary.
No,
Yes.
that's okay.
Oh my
Yeah, no. Every time I see somebody just like grabbing their phone to go into the AI app, it's like,
The
what's
AI
going
app.
on? Like, I didn't subscribe to this experience. Hey,
No,
can we
yeah.
go back?
No, I mean, if you go to a cafe and you'll see someone like go to the bathroom and they'll be like, my date's doing this. What do I do?
Oh my
I'm
god.
Yeah.
not kidding.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I bet honestly that like it's more now the amount of my friends that stand by AI and like defend it and actually promote it than like the people that stay away from it or like
Okay.
just casually use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
So
and
I
it's
derailed
so
that, but-
fast. Honestly,
That's the
But-
point. That's why people use it because it's so convenient. So
Yeah.
no, I meant like
yeah.
everything changing. It
Oh.
feels like in the past 2 months everything has changed for like, in a way that I'm
Thank you
not
for
even
confirming.
comprehending.
Thank you for confirming because I've been telling everybody.
It's
I'm like,
I
am
don't
I going
understand.
crazy? And
Yeah. Yeah.
Since you came here, the whole world has been going crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, and I was like, you just came at the right
It
time.
felt like a shift, you know? That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
And with the
Yeah.
solar eclipse, don't get me started.
Was that last night?
No, I think
There
it
was
like
one
a
last
couple of
night.
weeks ago.
There was also
There
another
was
one
one
in
last
Spain.
night.
Eclipse. It was like
Yeah,
a lunar eclipse.
it was lunar.
I didn't know,
Yeah.
They're about to
Damn,
tell us
that
that we're living in a
explains it.
simulation.
right?
You were going through it, or were you going through it during the eclipses?
Yeah, I
You're not
feel
feeling
like
well during
everyone
eclipse?
is going crazy at the same time.
Yeah.
And sorry, yeah.
We're not
And she
realizing
looks
because
right into my
everyone
eye.
is
She makes
like
eye
just
contact with me. She's like, everyone's going crazy.
everyone is going crazy, right?
And by everyone, I mean,
Jesus. No, I feel like everyone's pretending and we're all like just driving ourselves insane and
Yeah.
I feel
it's
like I'm not
wake
pretending.
up!
I already
like, what
am.
are we doing? Please. Just explain. I don't understand. Like what's going on?
Yes.
I'm so glad that you agree.
And
Yeah.
and I think I interrupted you, but you were telling us you're a great driver. You're very responsible.
Oh, right.
Yes.
I am a great driver,
We'll get back to
though.
everyone being crazy. Gabrielle is here. Gabrielle was on a TV show, a movie.
Oh.
Gabrielle, is it you? Maybe it's
Gabriel?
not. Gabrielle? Maybe it's not. Anyway, but he was on a movie today
You're
for
just hallucinating.
but that big guy, the big director, Luis Estrada.
Uh-huh.
He's like has a small role in there.
Okay.
But it's that movie. The guy, and these movies don't make money, but they're like they get good funding.
Right.
And it's not because like they're good movies. It's just because Mexican movies just don't people don't show up.
Yeah.
But he did like the La Dictadura Perfecta.
Yeah.
He did like a bunch of these. So he's actually on one of these big movies.
That's so cool.
But it's such a weird paradox because it's like they kind of I don't. But they anyway. But my point is that that's the kind of stuff we gotta get you on
right. Yeah.
because being on there is interesting. But
I
it's
love.
but he says it's like the scale of it is huge.
Mhm.
But like your part doesn't have to be huge, but ideally it's huge.
Yeah.
Um,
It will.
exactly.
Well.
Yeah, but anyway, but you're right about everything going crazy. But you had a story you were gonna finish.
Yeah. Though, even though I'm a great driver,
Yes.
I do have crashed and like had a bunch of flat tires in the past. And you know, hey, I know how to change a tire. So if I make it to myself, I know how to fix it. Okay.
Okay.
So
yeah.
first of all, that. But then I do have crashed a couple of times. It's
Okay.
only been like
Uh-huh.
like nothing major.
13
like,
times.
Just like
Where are they buried?
like 4 or 5 or
Okay.
6 times. Hey, Mexico City is a hard city to
No,
be
it is.
driving
I'm honestly shocked whenever
in.
you're
And I
driving
have
here.
crashed.
I'm shocked that I'm sure you've been crashed in too.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised whenever you're driving. I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't think I've ever driven here.
Well, I love driving, and honestly,
in Mexico.
this city has, you know what? It has enhanced
Okay.
some of my abilities while driving. Because
driving
honestly,
abilities.
I surprise myself. You know, I
Now you don't
stand in
care.
a-
You have people. You're just like you just keep going before you be like,
yeah,
oh my god,
like
no.
my way of driving here is if I'm unsure, the person in front of me knows better than me, so I'll just follow them. You know, like if I don't know the answer, somebody will for me. You know, so in this city, it's just like. Because there's some streets where it's like the one in front of you, like it's coming towards you, and then you have like 5 outings, and then the Waze is just like go left, and you're like, but there's 3 lefts, and
Yeah.
I don't like what's going on? And if you miss like an out, how do you say like a salida?
Yes,
Yeah,
like
an exit.
An exit.
Yeah.
If if you miss an exit, it could be like 20 or 30 or 50 minutes to get back on track.
No.
It's just, it's crazy.
No, driving here, it's like India. It's like, have you seen those pictures?
Yeah.
It's like that, but like a little bit on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
Like even driving around the Angel, I see people like almost get run over, and I'm like,
Honest, and it's
like,
insane. It's
like
insane
imagine
to be
getting
in
run
the
over by
car.
the Statue of Liberty. I'm like, what?
That would be crazy.
I mean, that's why they don't let any cars to it's on an island.
Yeah.
But going around the Angel, if you just stand there all day, the people drive like nuts, and I'm like, this is like the biggest monument in all of Latin America. And like, there's no security cameras. Like they have cameras just to like let you know how bad the traffic is, not to like tell on people.
Yeah.
Because people just run the red light. They don't care.
No, and it's like there's also very weird placements of the stoplights
Yeah.
in the same like roundabout. So it's I don't know. I never know how the city works. You
Yeah,
know, like
you
I'm
never
just
fully
I just
know.
drive and hope that everything will be well and that there won't be a lot of traffic, like
Right,
insanely
right.
bad. Because there's always traffic to like even go to the store.
Yes, we were talking
So-
about that just a couple of minutes ago before because we were talking about like how commuting here is like so crazy.
Yeah.
Like it takes a lot of time.
and metro.
Or commuting.
Commuting.
Yeah.
Exactly. Commuting, if you have to only take the metro line, it's going to be fine. But if you need to take like different modes of transportation here in the city, oh boy. Like I still don't get a hang of how the city works in the transit way. It's just I don't know. Commuting in Vancouver was so easy and so different. Just like very first world enhancements and like
I had to go to a
everything was
convention
so
in
clear.
Canada, and I had to see how these people act, and they would come and do a scene. Okay, this is so crazy, you guys. They paid me this, money to go, and it, whenever you're a talent manager or agent, they invite you to these all the time,
Right.
and it's like there's plenty of money to be made, but I had to stop doing them because you realize some of them are like scams.
Okay.
Right? Because it's like you'll go to them and then they'll just trail out all these little kids. It's like toddlers and tiaras. I'm not that person that spits on you in the conversation. And like, like people are so polite, like they'll spit on you and then you're like, you pretend like it didn't happen and then you wait until the other person looks away and you're like, why did we do that?
Fine.
Why did we do that? Like, did you do that? You know what I'm talking about? But why did we do that? Why don't we just say like, what am I going to be mad? You don't want that there? You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
kind of like
Just like to not make things more awkward,
Yeah.
But like by
addicted
evading
to
the
being
awkwardness,
awkward.
I think it turns into something more awkward.
Right.
Because then it's like
They're like-
something
they're like,
untalked.
you do this, you're like, it's like,
Or you're like,
why don't you want that there? I thought you wanted that to be, that should live on your face from now on.
The other day I was
Anyway, but
I
used to go
was
to these
with a
things.
friend.
Oh, just let me finish before,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna forget it. Basically, I would go to these things and they'd have like the 20 little kids come out, and they would like do a little scene, and then they'd be like, potentially representation, and I'm like, if you don't have a visa to work in the United States, like you can't work. Doesn't matter what age you are.
Right.
So I had to stop doing them because I would tell the parents, and they were like, "We can't keep inviting you if you keep telling them the truth." And I'm like, "I'm not going to participate in your scam."
Right. Yeah.
It's like those conventions that they have. There's so many like conventions that prey on actors, right?
Okay.
And so, like prey like PREY, and so I would because if I ever go to those things, I'm like, be prepared. I'm gonna tell like everyone how it really works. And they invited me to this
I
one.
love that, honestly.
Yeah. Well, they invited me to this one, and it was like 5 years ago or so. Never can tell me in the chat. But I told everyone I was like, everything's gonna be vertical, and they were like, no. The audience was like, no way. And I was explaining to them why, and I'm like, I don't want it to be, but it's going to be. Like, I'm like, it's not just TikTok. It's gonna be like actual entertainment. And I'm not kidding. Like this was like headlining.
verticals.
This was like headlining news. They were like, Brent's delusional, and like I cannot tell you, I still get text emails, people like commenting on Facebook because we're older than you.
Right.
Who were like, oh my
Hey,
gosh,
I'm on
you
Facebook.
predicted it. Yeah. I mean, you should because some of the people, like the decision makers, are on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like people that you couldn't have
It is
access to, they're actually on Facebook.
There's a lot of networking on Facebook. On?
and
In?
yeah, on.
On?
Yeah. And
Why is it on?
I don't get it.
it's like you're online. I'll correct you if
Okay.
you ever hear it because I see people say on and end. This is because in Spanish everything's
Because
just
I
end.
remember my English class. I
Yeah.
remember
On
clearly
and in is
that
hard.
like when they
Yeah.
were explaining the in.
Let us know if
and
you're
the
watching vertically
on.
or horizontally. I'd be really curious to know. By the way, sorry. And then you had an idea. Sorry, I'm not trying to.
You know what?
We
It's
should call this like
fine.
how many times can you interrupt?
Right.
She's like it's fine. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right
just
back.
I have
Never
to
hear
take
from
a
her ever
quick
again.
call. Like not again, please.
Yes.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna,
Please.
if I can go back to the spitting on somebody's faces.
Yeah.
Like I was with a friend the other day. We were having a drink, and we were just like laughing. And he took a sip, and I said something really dumb, and he just spit it on my face like everything. And I was like. we were already laughing, so it just kept being funny. But I was like, no,
my
dude,
gosh.
wait. And
You said
it was
say it, don't spray it.
disgusting, but it was really funny.
It is
so,
funny. No, it really. I mean, that's what makes life worth living. Those little moments.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
When everything's so perfectly planned, it sucks all
It's
the
like
joy
I
out
got
of
spit
everything.
on, but hey, I kind of liked it.
Well, right. Well, yeah. It's like, yeah, imagine the Katy Perry song, I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It.
Right, exactly.
But we say in English, like, say it, don't spray it. Like, whenever someone, like spits on you. But it is funny, like the whole, like, GIF, you know, of
Yeah.
GIF or GIF, however people say it. Whenever someone's taking a drink and someone genuinely makes you laugh, I mean, gosh, I mean...
It is
hearing-
precious.
I love it, yeah.
Yeah.
When you hear people like that unfettered joy, my
Right.
gosh, it just makes everything better.
Just laughing and like your tummy hurting is just one of the best signs that something is going well.
Yeah.
Even if it's just in that moment, but like,
Right.
and I love to laugh, you know?
Laughing is the best. But they have
So-
those games where it's like, make me laugh. Like, I'll give you $100 and they'll go to Venice Boulevard, which I used to live on, like, right off Venice Boulevard. Like,
Okay.
like
So in Los
homeless.
Angeles?
Yeah.
Right.
But Venice, like, it's such a great spot, like, for filming videos because it's like there are people doing skating stuff in the background. There are
Right.
like people like smoking, and it's just such a cool vibe.
Yeah.
And anyway, there'll be people out there like you know, make me cringe, and I'll give you $100 or whatever, you know. And but I think we should do one of those like on Reforma.
Yeah.
Don't you think
that
that'd
would be
interesting?
cool.
You know, to see, because I think it's hard to make someone like laugh whenever like you're going into it with the intention to make them laugh. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. yeah.
Like-
With them knowing that they have to make you laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think if you go to like a stand-up show, like sure, like you're kind of you need to laugh. You
It's
go in-
expected.
Yeah, like but also
You want that.
right. But I feel like I love comedians. They just I love
Me
them.
too. Honestly, I admire their work so much because it's like, how did you even think of that? Like, how did you come up with that and like accommodate it in the way that like it sounds? I
Gizmo,
don't
there are
know.
two streams, so it creates two streams. I was hearing about. This is the dilemma. This is why I've been resisting going vertical, but we're at the same time. So Gizmo, there's actually two streams. So y'all let us know if
Oh.
it should be two. Aren't there people watching horizontally?
Yeah, there are two. I just checked. Yeah.
Oh, so more people are watching vertically?
No, I'm not sure how many people are watching.
He's
it.
like
Yeah.
he's like there are too many buttons. I think I'm pushing all kinds of crazy buttons. I don't even know. I just
I'm just
work
like
here.
and expect it works.
Well, it's funny because there was this.
I just work here.
Yeah, I mean that's a joke in the United States. If people
Yeah.
say, I just
don't
work
know,
here.
I just work here.
Yeah.
But like this. John Scott says watching both. Oh, I love it. You got
Oh
one
my
on your
gosh,
phone. John
thank
Scott,
you.
give us tips. You guys, this is we're beta testing, okay?
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're having a regular show. But where was I? My point, and I do
don't
have
know.
one. That's like your life, though. Ellen DeGeneres says, she's like, and my point. And then she wrote a book. She goes, my point. And it was like, dot, dot, dot. And I do have one. Because I do think life is just a series of like confusions and observations.
And circles and
And as soon as you accept that, like, then you just enjoy the ride.
right.
Like you're getting older, or this happens, or you're abnormally tall, or this person, you know what I mean? You just, everything kind of is what it is. You can do what you can to mitigate that.
Right.
But you just have to like make a game out of it, have fun with it. And like that is life.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
I mean, honestly.
And that's what you were saying earlier. You were like, why? I think maybe it was partially the show, but I don't think I think it's just coincidental. But like you came Like as
And
everyone
everything went
started,
to shit.
yeah, well, you came as everyone started like adopting AI on an individual
Right.
level.
Yeah.
And so now it's like it's become everyone's confidant. It's become everyone's. So even though we may use it for just different things like a thumbnail or like improving
Navigation tools.
right? But this is actually a direct response to it because I was like, what can we make that will not be confused with AI? Mara and I filmed a show, and I showed someone who came over who was helping Gabriel, and he was like, "Oh, that's AI. That looks so good." And I was like, "We filmed that."
Yeah.
We filmed a show for an entire year. Now at the beginning, it was funny because it got a lot of views. It's like a Facebook show,
Right.
and it was
Oh,
just
that's
very,
cool.
but it was very like low rent. Like I'm not trashing it. I'm just saying it was like I was like there was an audience for that,
Right.
and it was like that stuff that you see that's on like moral stories where it's like
Mm-hmm.
don't be mean to your grandma, but then it started to get steadily better.
Okay.
But the better it got, the less views it got. It's like they wanted it to be
Right.
bad gusto,
Yeah.
to be bad taste.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
finally got to the point where it was so beautifully shot, and it's like people were like, "No,
They
we want it to be
disengage,
trashy."
actually, yeah.
No, I was so devastating. And
Especially with verticals.
it was Mario knows. Like I
Yeah.
was literally, I'm still coming out of it. Like it was so devastating. And then Jimmy shows up, and I'm like, okay, then that takes off, and I'm like, okay, great. But my point is that we had this thing, and it was getting so beautiful, and so it made me like it makes you question everything. And I think
Right.
there's a bit of that with the AI situation, where you're like, why are people not, like, no one's busy rioting in the streets because they're too busy chatting with their chat bot about it.
Yeah.
You see how they get such a weird conundrum. So this is a space where like we're not talking to chatbots, we're talking to a person. Unless I find out you're a robot,
Well,
I think it's time to tell him, Andre, that.
Hey,
you're like
I didn't want to tell you, but
dun dun dun. Yeah, it's like the reveal. Like it just her face just like opens up
Yeah.
like the.
Just
I'm like,
like-
ah.
just
On-
cables.
That
would be very cool.
I was sitting there yesterday, and Daniel was sitting here,
Right.
and I said, "What if I'm a robot?" And he was like, "Honestly," he was like, "I would still accept you," and I'm like, "You're so nice."
Honestly, I would still take care of you.
Yeah,
and, want
I was
you
like, "That's so."
here.
Yeah, I mean, you should watch it because it was about like friendships and
Yeah.
like how. So here's what's happening.
Yes.
Okay, what?
No, yeah, yes.
This is
Like,
a good
yes,
point,
go
right?
tell
This is
her.
a really good topic. Okay, so listen, this is what's happening. We're speaking so little, like verbally now, that they're saying like within 5 years, it's going to be almost unthinkable. Like if you're in the middle of having a heart attack, like you think you may be physically dying, to go up to a stranger to say like I need help because it's going to be so unusual to talk to strangers. That's what if you ever think like if you're on your way here and you're like, why am I doing this show? That's why we're doing this show.
Right.
It's because we're forcing us to have long conversations you would never have anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because nobody talks for that amount of time because it's increasingly seen as crazy. Because even when you say how are you to someone, it's like I'm fine, move it along. You can't even answer.
Yeah, there's different priorities that keep us from.
But they're not. What are you rushing to? We're all on like a little dot in the middle of space.
yeah.
Like where you're just tricking your mind to thinking that you have this, you know what I mean? These people are like, oh, I'm so busy, brrr, and I'm like, I get it if you have a job and the boss is like, you better be here, da 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 da.
Right.
But I'm constantly reminding me and my staff, I'm like, at the end of the day, you know what I
It's
mean?
an
Like it's all
existence,
about
let's have a
human
conversation.
connection, right?
Right.
Because if you like what's happening is like the most crucial parts of the human experience are being engineered out of our lives.
Absolutely, and it's been pushed like that engineering has been pushed towards us, and we're having to accept it, we want it or not. And
So we're gonna make art.
exactly,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
like
Make
being
art.
the type of person that is resistant towards it, and I'm not really any like familiar with it. Only when I like encounter other people
Yeah.
using it, and it's just like that thing you're saying about like in 5 years that's how it's gonna look like. The worst thing is
someone
that I
dying.
believe it. It's like
No, it's
I
we're
believe
already there.
Somebody being like, "Oh, I'm feeling this. Let me ask the fucking thing and to
Right.
see if
I won't even go and talk to blah 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 because it's this idea that it's like no.
Okay, so somebody in chat said name 10 books.
Okay, so The Wizard of Oz, Atomic Habits, the Napoleon of Notting Hill, let's see, what are my favorite? The Chronicles of Narnia. My favorite book is that is The Magician's Nephew, the first one.
Okay.
They're all good, like Prince Caspian.
I love the first
all the Harry
movie.
Potter books are really good. I highly recommend those.
I've read those.
I love. Let's see.
The
what's
Hunger
the
Games
book?
saga. Have you read that one?
I did read I read the Hunger Games. Read the Hunger Games, Mockingjay, Catching Fire.
Lord of the Flies.
Mockingjay's the last one. Lord of the Flies. I had to read that one about the kids who were stranded, and it's about like an exploration of survival.
Right. You probably read the Odyssey some way.
I read like I think pieces of it because it's like it was translated several times. So I think I read the old translation, like
Right.
the one of the first ones.
There's like a bunch of different.
Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. I'm answering because I haven't even seen who said it, but I think it's a really good question because I
Yeah.
think people are saying, "Who are you to talk about X, Y, Z?"
Right.
What if it's like, because I think there are people out there who are like false prophets who are like talking about this or talking about acting, and I'm like, what do you know about acting? Because I'll see them say something, and I'm like, I do give everyone the credit, like the benefit of a doubt, until they prove me otherwise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, because today they were like, you should really just go open an acting school, and I'm like, that's actually probably a really good idea.
It is really good idea.
Because it's in English, you know, it would be in English and acting, and it would force people to like see things from a different perspective.
That's amazing. Because
I've read a lot of acting books too. The Art of Acting, that's a good one. Uta Hagen,
Yeah.
A Respect for the Actor. There's I've named at
The
least
one
10.
with Sonia Moore. I love the Stanley
Did I answer the
Vansky
question?
system.
Yes.
Don't
By
don't answer
Sonia
and
Moore.
leave. Don't ask a question and leave. Go stick and stay. All right, who asked the question first of all?
0008945.
Hey, 08945. I can't see it because I think I'm in the horizontal stream.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm not in the vertical stream. But I think
Oh, that's
in the
true.
vertical stream it's probably going to be like a more of a tough crowd probably. In a good way though, maybe, because it's like they'll challenge you ideally, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, I can name a lot of acting books. I recommend a lot of acting books, but I'm afraid to recommend them now more and more because I'm like, oh my gosh, they're not making these movies anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Like they're not making. So I'm like, okay, but I have to make it, you know, that thing. But I'm like, you know, you have to give yourself deadlines.
it's really it becomes worrying when it involves like the artistry of the art itself. Like when it involves like how you're adapting to a medium for the media that you're doing, and like within that there's a lot of things that you can lose. But I don't know, I would like for the artistry to be intact, and that's really hard adapting to a new, because like even vertical auditions are so like the language is so hard and so
It's because it's so bad.
it is so bad. Yeah,
I know. It's because it's written
it's like
by.
it has
by
no
the way, it's raining
substance.
outside,
It's not
guys.
written well. It's like it's supposed to be catchy and
Josiah.
like to be quick and
Okay, so-
entertaining.
So we had a show that I don't think you would have been on it. Like you wouldn't have wanted to be on it because of
Right.
like you
Because
probably.
you couldn't.
No, because, I mean, because it was in Spanish, and it was designed for a certain type of audience. But I think that was an interesting practice because it's like for me, I try not to judge like any audience because the audience is like you're trying to meet them where they are.
Right.
So this show was in Spanish, and it was about like life lessons. And the reason why it came to my mind is because I was noticing that, like, have you ever asked the question, Nori, like, why did we even make this show in the first place?
Well,
I have.
Well, because we made like 100 episodes of this. Like we've only like aired like 40 of them, but they're like little micro dramas.
Okay.
But it was because, first of all, I did have suggestions, obviously. Like
Yeah.
people did suggest stuff.
yeah.
Like in terms of like the name. But
For like vertical.
it was a
stuff?
vertical
Okay,
show just
okay,
on
okay.
Facebook because it was really just us practicing
Right.
because we had worked in casting, da 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 da. So it was like, let's produce,
Yeah.
you know, beyond like being a script supervisor or whatever.
Yeah.
And it had an audience, but it was like, it was very like lowbrow. But it was
Okay.
because I was noticing like the neighbors don't get along here. People were like fight, like, you know, people are like screaming, being mean. And I was like, society is like really kind of being ripped apart. But it's not just in Latin America, it's like in the whole world.
Yeah.
But I was noticing like certain things here, like certain trends, and how like Latin America is like known for being like very pro-family, right? Like 3 generations can live in the same house, no problem.
Yeah.
But and I was saying like, oh, like it's losing some of that charm, and also like the class struggle,
Right.
and like the class struggle, it's usually demonstrated through a telenovela. But I was like, what if we make it like these little stories of like neighbors helping neighbors, or not judging people based off of like their
How they
clothing,
look,
or
right.
yeah. So like the first episode is like the girl smelled bad, and so Gabriel's in it, and it's so funny. That's how we met him.
Right.
And
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, and it was so like just rinky dinky, but it had like it has like 2 million views, and it was like, because it was like
Makes
this,
sense.
she's at her computer, and she's working at her computer, and her computer's like kind of broken. It has like the fan is also, so we incorporated that into the story.
Okay.
And he's like, what is mal? He's like, you stinky. Like, why you stinky poo? And it's like, and then the teacher takes her aside, and she's like, is everything okay? And she's like, my mom died, and I don't have any money, and I've been taking care of all the bills, and I'm about to take her my lovely. And it was like, so we came up with these stories that are like very tragic, but also like very plausible, right? And so people like really immediately took to them. But they were like made very cheaply, like would film the whole thing like in an hour. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was like because I was like there's like a need for that kind of thing. Anyway, but as the stories started to get more sophisticated, like you started to lose the audience. Like it had to be so clear. Like it had to be so clear, and then it was like no,
Yeah,
and
specificity
some of them
is
were like
needed.
20 minutes, and it was like they were like no. So like because in the last thing about it, the last 2 years. Everything like no, you have to tell that story in 30 to 90 seconds.
Yeah, and if one episode is maximum 3 minutes, and you're
Yeah.
like, what
Andrea
do you
is
mean?
not AI. No, she's real.
Yes, they wanted you to say pineapple, Andre, for them to.
I am.
So just you can just say pineapple, and
Oh, pineapple.
they will know that you're real.
I am not AI, please.
You guys help
I
us out
swear
with the
to-
Venmo. You can put on the screen. Oh, you're not AI, but also we have a new the creature. But some people call it Keith Petehouse.
Pikachu?
Keith Petehouse is closer to my age, and Keith Petehouse called it brain rot. And I was like, oh, is it? I was like, I guess it depends on how you use. Maybe the game itself is
What game?
Pokemon.
Oh, brain rot. Right.
Like, I guess getting addicted to any game is theoretically brain rot. But listen,
I mean-
Yeah.
we actually dive into some deep topics. So people that watch the whole stream, you know, we go deep.
Yeah.
We really do go deep. So we're actually just trying to
We're trying something different
we're trying
today.
to catch the young
it's His
audience.
Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we can still go deep. Did the person who asked about the 10 books just scroll on out?
Yeah.
That's the problem with that, is that you come in and you come out.
Right.
But I do think this is like our core crowd. They were all here yesterday, but they were also telling me simultaneously, like, put it on vertical. But I'm like, but would you watch it vertically? Because if like you know what I'm saying? So I think we're in this game of, also if you're an actor. So going back, Andre here,
Hi.
Andre. I will tell you, like, I'm sure your school was, but people over 40 are probably like refusing Andre because they're like, because you met in the English speaking world, you'll imagine like a dude,
Right.
and most likely like an
And
African American
I've
dude.
been told that.
Yeah,
But-
you're allowed to call yourself whatever you want.
Honestly,
My name,
I don't
my
care.
full name is Brentina, for people to know the truth.
So,
Yeah. No,
accept it.
just accept it. No, my sisters used to call me Brentina. They would put me like in their cheerleading outfits.
Right.
Now we know why.
Yeah, I always added the A at Diego. I would always call him Diego.
Oh, your brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all are so interesting. I'm like, we need to do a reality show about them, because y'all are so interesting. Y'all
Why? In what sense?
just your photos alone.
right.
I was like, oh, just that one photo show y'all did, I saw, because you're kind of like a celebrity to me. Do you see
Oh,
what I'm
thank
saying?
you.
Yeah. And so I love that photo shoot. I was like, oh, this is so great. Because I just saw like all the dynamics, and I was like, oh, I wish I was there to film them getting there and
Right.
shooting it, and like what they were saying in between, and like photography. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I came up with
It's
this whole
always so
right.
like it's so natural but so awkward because he's my brother.
Yeah,
So it's like,
yeah.
how am I trying to like sell myself in front of the camera when he is the one clicking it and like
Yeah.
accommodating all of those things? And I was just like I still to this day don't have a headshot that I'm like in love with.
Okay.
But we're getting there.
You're beautiful
We're
in all your
building
pictures.
something.
Just take more pictures. I think you
Thank
have
you.
to think about it like us being a celebrity. They don't get to control the paparazzi photos.
Right.
So if you don't like a thumbnail, or like, I don't love today's thumbnail, but at the same time, I'm like, I've got to go.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So they said name 10 Shakespeare plays without looking. So Taming of the Shrew, Hamlet, A Midsummer Night's Dream,
Oh, that one.
Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth. The last one before he died was like called Summer or something like that. Not called Summer, but it's called something like that. It was like one word. It was like winter or summer. Do you remember what it was?
A Winter's
I
Tale.
don't remember.
Oh,
No.
A Winter's Tale is that's another one. I don't know if that was Shakespeare. I think that is.
It is
Right. Where are we at? 6 or 7?
7.
Venmo's for Gen Z references.
6, 7.
Isn't it funny? Like when, hold on, what else? So I did Macbeth,
King.
King Lear.
Henry VIII.
Yes.
Henry VIII, King Lear.
And,
There's another king.
Well, it's Henry the Fifth.
Oh, Henry
it's
the
Henry
Fifth.
V.
Sorry, yeah, I'm thinking of like the guy who killed his wives, right? Or is that Henry the Fifth? Henry VIII. I'm Henry VIII. I am Henry VIII. I am. They teach that in school. You got to learn this. Okay, what else? There's other more tragedies in there. He has comedies. There's like a farce.
The
like
Comedy of Errors.
Is it called the Comedy of Errors? Yeah.
Okay, I think those
Mark Sands. Do any
should
more?
do.
Mark Sands and Keith
Midsummer
Peavy
Nights.
House. A Midsummer Night. I mentioned that one.
Yeah.
By the way, these last 2 nights, you guys have been so amazing. This last week, because they've come through for us on Venmo, because we have to wait like 3 weeks to change our super chats.
yeah.
So it's a really big deal when people support you. You know, talking. You know, because it's like they
just
want.
japping.
Well, because I think we're gonna see it less and less.
Yeah.
People actually being able to speak to like literature, art, culture. So that was why it was called like the big idea. It was a direct response to the enshittification
Right.
of everything.
Yeah.
Of like everybody being strategically dumbed down. So
And-
you
and
can't
it is-
fight against it.
Right. And it is so true to the fact that like I see it in my circles as well. Like I didn't expect it to like see it so quickly with my friends, for example.
I was gonna
Or,
ask you like.
I'm double your age.
with
You gotta
close
remember.
family,
So
right?
it's like I'm gonna resist it more than your friends will because it's like they're still
Oh,
forming their
absolutely.
brains. So I'm gonna be like, no.
They're so pro.
Well, they're gonna, but even if they feel like they're being, I'm not saying everybody, but I'm just saying like for you, I love that you have a strong will to you, and I think part of you coming here is like it's a really strong intellectual exercise, because it's like we went for 4.5 hours yesterday, but at the end it's like I didn't feel exhausted. I felt like in some ways like energized because it's.
That's what I kept saying to Daniel. Like every time we get out of here, and like I drop him at the metro station.
You guys like and subscribe.
Yeah. And like we're always saying that. Like you end up like you finish and it's like you still have all of this mental energy and you're still creating all of these thoughts about everything that just went. And it's like slow processing everything that just went in and like you said and you heard and everything. And it feels like tiring because it was a mental exercise, but it also feels like so like whenever you finish a workout it feels that way, like you have an energy there
You
that
still-
it's like, oh, I could keep on talking. You know?
Right. You don't lay down and die. It's you flexed a muscle that sometimes
Feels good to flex.
absolutely, or that you haven't flexed in a while,
Right.
or someone talks about something you're like, oh, I've never thought about that. Or we were originally going to talk about tonight's original topic was like what really counts as cheating, but I was like, I don't want to talk about that necessarily. Like we can, but I don't want that to be the main topic because it's kind of specific, and also I think some of these topics it's like backwards. Like anytime you talk about something, you're putting a light on it.
Right.
And some people are going to be like, oh, yeah, that's bad. And then other people are like, oh, yeah, but in some ways you're normalizing it.
Yeah, I mean, by
like,
giving
oh, yeah,
a platform to something, you give visibility and, like, you can do anything with that. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know, anything we talk about here, I think it has, like, a moral value to it as well.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it that way. Like, I don't know, I
And,
rediscover
I'm never
some
going to push an
ideas
agenda
or,
that's like negative.
Exactly.
Anyone that watches this, and that's what I was telling you too, is
But
that,
if
like,
we're talking about something negatively or that is in itself negative, it's because like it's something that is rising and like being brought up to us. So it also like I do value
It's a
the fact that
societal
we
issue.
have that we have the space to talk about it and like and for me to freak out and be like, please people wake up, you know, because
Right.
that's the way that I feel.
no, every day I wake up and I'm like, I can't believe that we're still
I'm here.
well, that, but I also, it's like the world is not, because I do want to interview young people, and through you, that is what I'm doing.
Right.
But the world is not anywhere near what I thought it was going to look like when I was 20. But
Or when I was, yeah.
when I was in my 30s, though, I did start to get a clearer picture, and so it is starting to. But it's too much of what I like when I was entering my 30s. It was too much of what I thought it was going to be.
But I cannot even
Which is
imagine
like the worst case scenario.
how the world has changed for you. Because now that you're saying this, like, it's not. We're not living in the same world that I imagined when I was a little kid, like 5, 6 years old, or even 12.
Right.
Like, it doesn't look anywhere to where I thought it would look like, or what like the things we would be talking about would be. And so it's like I cannot even imagine how it was for you to like I don't know. There's so many changes in this world, and especially that is right now going so fast. Like
This
even with time,
year,
feels it's just flowing.
it's water in the hand.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
slipping
yeah.
through your.
Yeah.
It's like that song, "Time keeps on slipping, slipping." You know, but and it's interesting because the reason why I'm obsessed with recorded media too is because it's like putting time in a bottle.
Right.
And so, whenever I was doing this with my little nephew, I was like, you know, you'll enjoy it later whenever you're much older, or when you're 80 or 100 years old. You know, even if you never get into this industry, but again or whatever, you'll have a record of how you were, what your mannerisms were,
Right.
and like how fast we move. Just like people's behavior, we like move faster. Like to get to things, or we're so used to like those levels of convenience. Like before, to get something, you had to like get in your wagon and like
That's
travel
why I always
across.
feel rushed.
Right.
Like it's a
Right.
sensation
But
of like.
but people are running. I'm like, where are you going? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
like,
why are
you're
we
acting
running?
like you're the
The
president.
why are you running?
Right. Yeah. Why are you running?
Right.
Yeah. Why are you running? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. It doesn't mean that you can't be rushed. I think some people really get addicted to that feeling of feeling like, oh, I've got to
do.
do this. Yeah, and it's totally understandable because there's
But
something endorphin related to it.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily enjoy it.
No, I mean, I
I
think
don't like feeling rushed.
I think in the moment it can trick your brain into thinking that you're like accomplishing something.
Absolutely.
So people like to be like, I'm busy. I'm too busy. But
It is exactly that.
Right.
Like the comfort of knowing that you have somewhere to be and something else to do. Because like that's one of my main worries, especially in this industry as well. Like as an actor or an artist
preach.
in general.
Preach.
Because I always need to be doing something and moving, and it feels like if I'm for a moment like just stagnant in my place or like what I'm
Yes.
doing, it feels so incorrect, you know. Like and it's also coming from like a need of wanting to create. I also need to eat,
Right.
but it's
Right.
like yeah, just feeling
Do
that
you?
rush of not being.
She does. She's not AI. You guys
I'm
leave
not
comments.
AI. I
Leave
do
comments.
need to
Let us know.
eat.
We're gonna do some
Right.
trivia in here too as well.
I was gonna ask you, Andre, because you were talking about a little bit about like your friends and everything. Like yesterday, we talked about the lack of conversations that we face.
I just want to validate what you just said though, because it's so real. What you said is just so real, and you're right. But think about whenever I was caught up in all that, like, and when you're in it, it's actually a horrible feeling because there's so much going on at the same time,
It's horrifying.
and it's not even like enjoyable. And then so when people bring stuff up, I'm like, I blocked it out, because it was so. Sometimes
actually
you're
don't remember.
accomplishing good
Yeah.
things, and it looks good on your resume, but I'll never mention it because it's like, well, if you were really there, you would not
Exactly.
love it.
That's
Unless you were Rachel McAdams, you didn't have a good time.
No, and
And
that's
that
what
thing,
I
whatever it
had
was.
to like. I don't know. It's been a hard couple of months, and in terms of dealing with all of that, because I mean, I have big goals and big aspirations. So like, I am working towards that, and like as much as possible. You know, like I
Right.
take every single opportunity that I see. Like if
Sure.
I know that it will bring something good, like I'm just there, and like I have the disposition and the. But it's like I also needed to. Like, it was brought up to me that I needed to slow down a little bit because I was actually it felt like I was slowly killing myself in
Like,
terms of, like, I just couldn't stop. I was just doing a lot of different things in a
You can run
single
in
day, and I
circles.
was like, yeah, I was just not even having the time to think about everything that I was doing. You know, I couldn't even
Right.
process like what was going on. So I didn't want to take a breathe.
A breather?
A breather.
There's like this person.
Right.
I didn't want to take a breath, or I didn't want to take a breather.
breather.
Like take a breather. It's kind of like take a break.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I didn't want it necessarily, but it happened. So
Well, I think they'll be thrust
Slowing
upon
down
you. Whether if
is-
you don't like if you don't take the break, like something will happen.
oh yeah,
So like, I mean, some
just
people.
by being sick as well. Like the
Yeah.
body just starts to reject. Like a
Mm-hmm.
couple of months ago, I was moving, and then
Mm-hmm.
like I had to cancel everything for a week because I was bedridden.
Yeah,
Like I was
great
so
word.
so sick.
I mean, it's not a good thing to, not a good state to be in, but is there even a Spanish word for that?
No,
Don't you think that's my point? That you
tira
see?
de la cama.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like the bedridden is such a, like a classy word.
Yeah.
Like she was
Bedridden.
bedridden.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
hearing it from my friends in Canada.
Yeah,
and
no,
I
it's
stole
a,
it.
it's a good word. I mean, it's a good word. I mean, nobody should ever be in that state.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Yeah, so I was like,
but go on.
okay, I needed to listen to my body and actually do something about the fact that I'm not feeling well, and like I'm not even giving myself enough time to process everything. And like I'm a very anxious person. I've been my whole life anxiety has been like a thing.
Well, I think it's because you're being taught that you need to do X, Y, Z, but simultaneously those things aren't maybe opportunities anymore. So that doesn't mean they don't exist, but it means that you have to like actively participate in creating them.
Absolutely.
And I think that's like these are like cinema grade cameras. Just, do you know? So it's like we can go and use the same camera that you make a TikTok with or a YouTube video, and make great cinema.
Yeah.
Like these are the same cameras that they use to make that movie The Creator with Denzel Washington's son.
Yeah.
Do you see the movie The Creator? But they, it's all about like the LUTs,
No, but I
like,
know
in the
what you're-
post production, like all the different things, because it's like it's like raw data.
Yeah.
So the cameras are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But now, simultaneously, if you're a filmmaker, you're probably getting these ads that are where it's like, use HeyGen and just record yourself for 15 seconds, and you'll never have to talk on camera again. I'm like,
Yeah.
but then what's the point? Like, why would
Exactly.
anybody, And then once someone watches an AI generated video of you once, they're going to assume that every single one after that is AI generated, right?
Yeah,
Like a
firstly.
video.
And
So I don't want to do, and
it's
maybe I'm
also-
teaching a course, but at the same time, like I don't. But I get those ads all. Have you get those? Does anyone else get those HeyGen ads? Listen, if you're an
thankfully
HeyGen, I have
don't.
nothing against you. Every single ad is. I think it's because they know, like, because I've been on Facebook since it started. Like it was like 2004.
Right.
So that's crazy.
'Cause
But they
people-
know
yeah.
like my whole trajectory, and so like,
It's-
oh, like he's doing some talking head videos or whatever it may be.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And also like the fact that just I don't know, people assuming it for like the reality just now as well is just it's one of the things that is still a conflict every day in my brain because I still don't accept it. But there's so many people that it's like it's over it. We're not even talking about it if you like it or not. Like it's already here and it's gonna stay and like it's already driving everything. And people aren't thinking of entertainment as something that is created with a purpose.
Spiritual too.
Exactly.
Like
They're just consuming for consumption and entertaining. Like it becomes trashy entertainment, and it's like, then what's the purpose of being entertained? Rather
we have
than
this
like
conversation
the Brave New
a
World
lot. Yes.
ideology, like that brings me to.
Well, it's like they were saying, condense your show down to 90 seconds.
Which
I'm like,
I
but
already
then,
ordered the book, so I'll let you know when I start reading.
oh,
it.
which book?
The Brave New World.
Oh, you did? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Look at you. She didn't just read a summary. She's actually ordered the book.
Right.
People are like, wow, you can read. No, I mean,
Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, but it's,
I learned it when I was 6 years old.
that's great. And I do worry about young people learning how to read,
Earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, and just being, but
Illiterate.
yeah, I mean, I think we're already probably a lot of people, if not the majority, are culturally, illiterate in terms of, for example, like that show. It was like they wanted it to look bad. It's like they didn't consciously want it to look bad. They subconsciously needed it to look bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like so. But basically, if you're being told by people, producers, or make your shows 90 seconds, well, then of course all the videos are going to be AI slop, because why would you pay all that money and get everybody
To make a
together
90-second,
to
yeah.
make something that's 90 seconds?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It
it's
and it does make sense.
So it's like, of course, everything is good now, but now the types of stuff that we were making about a year ago, it's all AI generated because it's so short. It's like, why would it would not be worth it to bring all these actors together for them to drive across town to go record something. I mean, sure, maybe you could film multiple ones in a day, but it's like, how many of them can you make that are okay? Now you're the sister, now you're the mom, now you're the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just wild. So that's been a big thing for us, is like
What to
making
produce
something
and how
that's
to do it, and like
what are people gonna watch?
where to adapt it as well, like.
Well, Practical Magic, that movie, I saw that in the theaters. That came out 28 years ago. Okay, 28 years ago. And so they're coming out with the sequel now, and like it's so hilarious because their daughters are still like teenagers. I'm like, sure, their daughters would be like, you know what I mean,
Right,
like
yeah,
40s. But it's isn't that funny? Yeah. Like your daughters would be at least 30s. So this idea of if you've worked in cinema, you understand like they're marketing this movie so heavily, maybe it's especially to my demographic, because they know that like I'm the perfect demo to go see like the Devil Wears Prada 2,
Right.
Practical Magic 2,
Yeah.
These movies that are 25, 28 years later, because it's like it feels like it's now or never, because it's like they know they can make, because these movies are so iconic to my generation, to me.
It's the opportunity to make something lengthy and worthy.
But my point
just
is,
one more time.
well, right. But my point, they should make it. But my point is that it has all this built-in marketing. They don't have to spend like crazy money. And like the Odyssey, they're still writing off of like Christopher Nolan. But I'm thinking about it, like, so thank God we have some recent examples of like Obsession and Back Rooms. But then it's like, how much of that was a fluke? Like, we'll see. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, it's like, it's not necessarily like iconic filmmaking. Doesn't mean it's bad by any means.
Right.
It's great.
Yeah.
But my point is like, it's not like Jaws, or it didn't like change the, you know what I mean? I don't think it's like, wow, like this is like revolutionary. It's more like, I think Gen Z wants to support Gen Z. And then also, like, if you worked in the business, they can flub the numbers too. So I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm just saying, like, I hope Practical Magic makes $1 billion.
Right.
Whether it will or not, I don't know. But my point is,
Do you actually think it will?
I mean, honestly, for someone like my age, it's like, that's like if I only saw one movie this year, it would be that.
Okay.
So it wouldn't surprise me if it made $1 billion.
Okay. Yeah.
Now it sounds crazy, but and even The Devil Wears Prada 2, in some ways I was shocked that it didn't make more, because it made dramatically more than the first one. But most people have been introduced
it
to
had
these
doubled
films.
the fans.
Well, it's because people get introduced to a movie property on streaming services or on physical media. I mean, nothing's really on physical media anywhere except for like if it's still kind of niche. But so many people watch Practical Magic later because it's on streaming services. So people love that, and the music, and the soundtrack. It's for Alan Silvestri.
I haven't
did
still.
it. Oh, you've never seen that?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. See, that it makes sense. But if you had seen it, you'd be like, oh my gosh, this is like one of the best
Because I've
films ever
seen
made.
it advertised, but
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I didn't know it was a sequel.
It's a sequel, and it's one of those things where I feel like it's because of the way ad dollars are spent and the way marketing is going. It's like, if we don't make this now, y'all aren't going to look the same, and you're gonna, you're gonna lose your core audience. Because I think a lot of people of my age and older are just like, we don't care to go to the movies anymore, even though
That's so sad.
Well, but the reason why is because movies just don't have like the same level of magic that they used to. Because I mean, you used to see all kinds of movies in the theater, and now it just feels like it's
But also, you
horror and
now
Spider-Man.
Right.
We're going.
No. It just feels like there's so many things that you can consume as well, and with the comfort of your home, like, or whenever you want to, basically. So, yeah, I mean, the whole experience of going to the cinema itself has lost its magic a little bit, it's sad. I mean, I don't know. I still love the feeling of like having my tickets and being like just waiting to watch this movie, and like.
Does the teller give you the
that,
tickets? Because sometimes it's a machine, like they'll like in Cinépolis.
Yeah. It's been so long since I've had like a physical ticket. Well, no, I went to the Cineteca of Chapultepec recently, and it's still so magical there because it's such a pretty cinema, and like the vibes are good, and
I mean, I think I don't know. I love cinema. Obviously, I mean I promote it like all the time. I love it. But I'm also thinking like I've been thinking about doing like more theater. I can understand when people turn to theater because it's like there's something about like being on a stage or directing.
Definitely.
But the reason
I
why I'm
love
saying
theater.
is because I think everything's starting to feel like niche. You know what I mean? It's like what I used to think was mainstream. It's like it has to be Spider-Man for it to appeal to everybody. But I'm like, are those people they don't? It's what do they know how and why it's good? You know what I mean? Like all the things that go into that. Mario, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think that we don't have any common ground anymore, as you were saying. Like people, your generation
I hate
is
to say it, but that's so
expecting.
true. That's really the real issue.
Like people, your generation is expecting a different thing than people my generation, and I even think that my generation don't even know what to expect, like
Yeah.
at all.
There's an
You mean,
infinite
like,
of
what do you mean,
possibilities
though?
that you can expect, and it's like
I mean, I don't think that we are excited for a movie anymore. You know, like because we don't know exactly. Maybe we saw that somebody hyped a movie on TikTok and
right.
we want to watch it, but there's not really
there's
much,
no real reason why.
right more
go.
more than the TikTok recommendation.
Right.
You know, like
Absolutely.
there's not really
That's a true thing. I hadn't thought of that.
there's not really like an event. You know, like maybe
Well, premieres are
Spider-Man.
always like a thing, but going back to the same thing, like it has to be Spider-Man. Or it
'Cause-
has
'cause,
to be like the
exactly.
scary movie 174.
Because I also think that I mean, maybe Spider-Man, things like that, but there's not really something that is truly ours, you know, as a generation, because everything is a reboot.
Yeah, you make a good point. It's like
There's
this
a lot
sense
of
of
things.
ownership. Like our generation owns that, or our generation
example, yeah.
created that thing.
Right. Or it was born with us, or like whatever.
Or like practical magic, you don't even know what it is, and that's okay. But it's like I'm referencing where you're writing it down.
Mhm.
It's like
Yeah,
very
yeah,
visual, spatial, which is probably why theater. I probably belong in a theater. You know, like an actual theater, because it's like okay, stage right, stage left, whatever.
Have you directed a play before?
I've been in many plays. I don't think I've directed a play.
Oh, you've been in plays?
Yeah, I was in Hollywood Arms, which is by Carol Burnett. It was about her journey into Hollywood.
Okay.
7 Brides for 7 Brothers.
Okay.
There was one about Helen Keller, like the girl I played like her brother.
Oh,
I can't remember what it was called. It was called like Wild Thing or something like that, Wild Child. You're bringing back memories because I was, when you're going through something and it's like, when you get older, you realize there'll be times in your life where you kind of block it out.
Right, yeah.
Not because it was so bad, but because there were just several things that were going on during your life. But yeah, I was in several plays. Those are like the highlights. If there's any more that come to mind, I'll tell you.
Right. That's cool.
But I do love the theater, and I think as I'm getting older, I used to not appreciate it as much because I thought, oh, it's like it comes and goes. But I'm like now, TV
We
and
need it
film
more than
feels
ever.
well. TV and film feels, even though you can watch it theoretically at any time, it feels as equally as disposable. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And with theater, at least, it feels like more precious in the sense that you cannot go back and watch it again. Like it was live and it was there and it was what it was and that was
Although
it.
if I'm particularly proud of it, I'm gonna like record it. Like
No, I mean obviously, like
But
go
I know what
ahead
you
and
mean.
do it.
Yeah, I
but
know what you mean, though.
The experience in itself,
every night it's
it's
different.
so exactly. You're still working with the same material and the same actors and the same story, but everything is gonna be different. Like I don't know. It's so I don't know. It feels. Yeah, and like it gives a lot of life to whatever it is that's going on. Like being the actor and being the audience as well. It's just every time that I'm watching a play or being in it, hopefully I'll get to do more plays soon.
What type of plays do you like?
Honestly, anything and everything.
Nice.
I've never done comedy
Okay.
in theater before, which I would love to try. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it brings life to me. You know, it feels like I'm really there and present, and because you need to be as an actor, but also as an audience. Whenever you're like
Yes.
pulled in by
Yeah.
this thing that is going on, and it's like sometimes I catch myself thinking like this is real. Like they're real people.
Absolutely.
You know, like it's so. Did you watch Hamnet?
Mm-hmm.
It's so the sensation of them going like this. It's so uniting and so beautiful because it's created just there. So it blows my mind.
Yeah, I think that actress has such a gift for like like her. Some people have this like a face that's so like pulls you in. I think she's a good actress, but I also think it's like has to do with like your facial structure. Because
Right.
something about her face. Because she was also in a movie that I just watched this last weekend called Wicked Little Letters. Have you seen that? So she was in this movie called Wicked Little Letters, and it's about this woman who's like writing. She's receiving these letters saying like all these, offensive things about her. And then it starts to become bigger and bigger, and like everyone around town is like getting these letters, and they're all like getting ripped apart. They're all getting these insulting comments from in this small town. But Jessie Buckley's the others. It's Olivia Colman and Jessie Buckley.
Oh.
And the movie,
Love them both.
if you don't speak English, because like Herman, I put it on, and he was just like, it's like if you don't understand like British humor, like it goes way. It's like you might as well just be watching on a wall, like paint dry, because it's so specific to British humor. But it reminded me, I was like, it's so crazy because I was like, see, Herman, this is an example of like this movie functionally works so well for the British audience, but it like makes no sense like for virtually everyone else. Like it would not surprise me if no one in the audience has seen that movie.
Right.
But because it's so like British humor, but it's so well done. But it just shows you how like a piece of art is. It's like it falls on deaf ears oftentimes because it's so specific. And I think
Right, and
that common ground
sometimes-
aspect is what scares me because I have my own thoughts. I'm like, oh gosh, it's like, it's like it's like being forced to like make a like at least you're not coming here and we're not talking about opening up your OnlyFans or whatever. You know what I mean? Or like, we're having like, we're talking about deep things. So if you're like, well, I'd rather be acting. Well, sure, I'd rather be directing. But it's kind of like getting to that creative space or like, how many people agree
Or
with
even
us?
have a conversation about getting to that creative space.
Right.
And
And what does that look like? And how much money do you lose if it doesn't work? Or how much money do you make if it does? Or
Yeah, but also that makes me think about like sometimes artists make it as like with all those specificities to actually serve the purpose of like maybe that movie was made only for the British accent audience, and that's also okay. Like I don't obviously from a money perspective and like investments,
Right.
then probably that's not the best thing to aim for. But as an artist, like it's still so valuable that those specific things exist because it feels like it serves a purpose for the art or for the artist. Either way, I think it's really. I mean, it should be reciprocal, but
it's
like
a female director and she's directed several films, but they don't really make, most of her movies don't really make money, but you can tell that she comes from the theater tradition.
right.
You can tell that she has a lot of really wealthy people in her circle who fund her movies, and she gets big people to be in them, but they don't really make money. Like, you know what I mean? Like they
Right.
don't actually, So it was interesting because I'm like, but you can demand a certain level of respect within certain artistic communities if you make, So you like, but you have that means that your first movie though coming out has to be really strong.
Right.
And so I think she plays like a very specific elite audience of like wealthy people, and so like if it can trickle down into the culture. But don't you think it's interesting about how art can be made for? It's kind of like if a piece of art is so advanced and so it's like only a certain number of people will appreciate the artistry itself. It's part of its culture. What's funny is that in that show it's a very like low like poor people. Like they're not
Okay.
rich. But they're neighbors, Jessie Buckley and Olivia Colman. But one of them is like they treat everything as very prim and proper.
Okay.
And Jessie Buckley's character is very like she's from Ireland and they think she's trashy, blah 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 blah.
Okay.
So even though they live in the same building, they share a wall. There's this idea of like not just how much money you make, but who you think you are and
Okay.
how that affects your behavior. And it was such a sophisticated movie, but I was like, it doesn't translate across cultures.
Okay. Yeah.
But you're right though. I mean, what we're saying the same thing in different ways. Because I'm like, that movie should have been made and we should have more of it. But it does make me think, gosh, like the idea of common ground. It's like, does everything have to be like a Mr. Beast video? Like, do we have to does everyone have to be like fighting over money? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he was, making stuff kind of simulating or making fun of Squid Games, but his entire channel became Squid Games.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, isn't that inherently like dystopian?
It is.
It
Right.
is definitely.
But I'm like, but why are we so? I mean, I'm not drawn to it. I have nothing against it. I think it's great, but I think it's interesting that he's become the face of the platform. I actually admire the fact that his initial goal from day one was like to get as many people watching as possible, no matter what at least he was honest about it.
The thing was, yeah.
Right, because it'd be different if he was like, this is my premise and this is my theory and blah blah
And
blah.
I
blah.
stand by it,
Right.
and I will
Right.
take.
So he didn't have any like moral high ground.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, I want to get as many people watching as possible, and I'll do anything to get it. And I'm like, okay, well, at least he stayed, like, that was his goal, and he achieved that.
Right.
But it does, like, you see these other people, these creators, I'm like, oh, their stuff is so good that people have got to discover that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's interesting the way we judge people, because I think when you come out, it's like, because no one can call him a sellout because he was a sellout from the beginning.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. His whole business was from being a sellout.
Right, and it's like that doesn't necessarily, in his mind and also his audience, it's not, there's nothing inherently like bad about that, you know? So I think there is an interesting conversation there about...
I mean, the purpose of creation will always be something very interesting to me. And now that you mention, I mean, common ground just highlighted something for me in my brain. Because it feels like a lack of common ground in everything nowadays. Like,
right.
There's so many things to talk about and like discuss and also process and like discover and learn more about, but there's also so many things as well. Like that has become the issue at the end of the day. So like probably even with my own close friends, I'm not watching the same things that they are, or I'm not digesting the same information that they are on their daily basis, and
right.
It just feels like we're so informed but so apart from each other.
I was gonna ask you, like, what do you
yeah.
typically talk about with your friends? We started to talk about conversations, and I'm curious.
It truly honestly depends on, I don't necessarily have like a group of friends. I have a lot of different friends from different parts.
Okay.
Which is probably more and more common now, because not a lot of people are having.
And it's a little bit sad, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
right, well, I think that's a Gen Z thing though. Right, because everyone there, you can't find that many people who actually even agree on. Because I feel like Gen Z are
on friend groups,
right? Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't see a lot of like whenever I was younger, people would just hang out together. But now it's like I see
it's more like one-on-one or
one-on-one, right? And if there is more than, it's like there's like a fight going on about, because it's like there's a sense of identity politics going on maybe. Where it's like we can't hang out because of blah blah blah, or it's like we're finding ways to other the other person because we need to individuate so much.
But that also feels like a trend, like individuating every single aspect of you, or like characteristics that defined who you are, even if they're like imposed onto you or that you chose them. It feels like, it feels like no one has become like has come together to become a like unique group in itself,
like a united like this idea of, I think that's why countries too are struggling with identity, particularly like in the West, where you have certain countries where they're unified around, let's say, a religion or like a really strict doctrine or ideology.
But even patriotism today is not so common. Like, I don't see a lot of people, I mean, hey, we saw it with the World Cup come together again, but that was the first time that I realized how lost it has gotten as well. Like, and it's the sense of patriotism. Like, I've never really had it as a kid. It was just a part of the normal dynamics of a school. But that was it. And like more and more, it has not been in like, it's just not something that you talk about enough, or like. It's not even brought on, like, nobody thinks of patriotism to be something that used to define us so bad. I mean, because we haven't had the necessity to unite as a country towards, like, that, you know? Like, you see it in crises of, like, natural causes, for example. If there's, like, a major thing going on, you see it come together, but other than that, there's not really, like, a sense of that even in your own country with your own people.
I think you're hitting on a really big point. No, you're hitting like a really big point, which is kind of like what we've been talking about, like how change is very fast, but our perception of time as humans is very bizarre. And so like if you're paying attention every single day to a problem, it can be like horrifying because you're like you're realizing how fast things are changing. but simultaneously, other people's behavior is being changed. The people who are being changed the most are completely unaware of it.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm like,
100% agree.
I'm like,
That's the
what
scary
is
part.
going? I'm like, why are you not? That's why when you said like, why are people? I'm like, right, because I think it affects probably certain mediums or certain areas of work more immediately.
Yeah.
And so I think we see it like in the arts and like what we're being shown and like what counts as art. Theoretically, everything could be art, and I guess that's okay. But
You guess it's okay.
Well, when I say I guess it's okay, it's because I think
how it can be taken, not the idea.
Well, I think people go out and intentionally make stuff that's like it's dystopian because, like, for example, a lot of the vertical content, it is like the stuff that you've been auditioning for isn't almost all romantic.
I haven't been auditioning for verticals, but
Like
the couple of them that I have auditioned for, it was that.
There's like
it
a
was
werewolf.
drama.
There's a
Oh,
vampire.
I did a werewolf when I was back in Canada. I was just a mean girl. I had to push like the main girl and then like
yeah.
be mean. It was basically that was my character. That's
Yeah.
everything that I can say
Yeah,
about it. It was
right,
just that.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the bullying and that's it.
That's
But
funny.
those shows, like, they like to have like a villain. I mean, it's like on steroids. Like, you have to hook them. You have to like they talk
Yeah.
about the hook, the retention,
Yeah.
the payoff, like the side of the payoff, and it's like it has to happen within a certain
And it's
period
so
of time.
clear because it's so fast as well. Like it has to be
Well,
so clear.
It makes me just
for it to
worry.
be-
Yeah, it makes me just worry that people are not going to be able to consume things that are beyond, 30 to 90 seconds.
That is a major worry. Yeah.
Well, because but that means you have to take out all nuance. You know what I mean? Like
And all
it's-
substance and all artistry. I don't know. I mean, I guess all of those things can hold artistry in itself, and like it can be a piece of art if they wanted to make it that way. But I don't
Yeah.
think it's being made for that purpose, obviously, or with that intention, because it feels. Well, I mean, it could be that they would want to make something with substance.
I
But
think they're
it's
just
not
making what they
possible.
know will sell, and I think that's the problem. Is that
Mhm.
it's like we're making products that are just designed to sell. It's like it doesn't. No
We're
one even
making
cares about the
products,
product anymore.
period.
No one even cares what the product is as long as the product will sell.
Yeah.
So it's Mario. Have you thought about this?
Yeah, and I think you're right. I agree with that. Gosh, but who are they selling to? I wondered that. Like, who are they selling to?
Well, I think we're assuming people. For example, we know that our audience is like is specific because they're kind of going along with this and like, okay, I understand what they're getting at here, or I understand like the critique or the concern
Right.
or the sheer terror or whatever it may be.
Right.
The perception, because we're kind of interacting with reality. But
Yeah.
I think Bill Gates, he said day before yesterday, like he's saying like what our decisions with AI now are going to affect the entire course of human history.
Yeah.
And he is for the first time really acknowledging like how like incredibly dangerous it is, on every level. And I think there's this idea where you're being entertained to death, which is why The Brave New World is a great book for you, because you're gonna be like, well, already living in this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be the scary part. That's gonna make me hate it a little bit, probably. But I'm
Yeah.
excited to also hate it as well.
Let's do some trivia. Let's do
Okay.
some trivia. I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab something and then come right back. Do you need to use the restroom or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
Thank
I'll be
you.
right back.
Okay, yeah.
Could you actually bring me some water?
Of
please?
course I will.
Thank
Do you want,
you.
Mario? Do you want some water?
I'm good. Thank you
You
so
guys,
much.
we're in our podcast studio. If you have questions about the studio,
Yeah.
there's no secrets over here.
We have little characters over here.
Yes, PB House last night. He was he kept the lights on because whenever we're moving stuff
I like
around,
this thing.
there was a Buddha head. It was a Buddha,
Right.
and it broke, and another piece broke, and so I just put them together.
Oh, I actually love
'Cause
it.
I
I,
was
thought
like-
it was intentional at first.
No, it does
and
look
then I saw this.
intentional. It kind of looks like
It's
it's
cool.
like there was an
Yeah.
like a statue that broke, and then
It feels
plants that were growing out of
philosophical,
it.
even. Like if you
Yeah.
use your head, plant a seed, and something will grow.
100%. Yeah, I just think it looks. I was like, you know what?
This
There's
is
a
the
piece.
thing.
There's art there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's cool.
It is cool.
Or like whenever you come into the house, like right outside, there's that thing. Did I tell you the story about that? That's the guard downstairs.
Yeah.
Maybe not today, but they rotate.
Mm-hmm.
But his mother passed away, and he was like, "Oh, I was just gonna throw this away," and I was like, "No." So I was saying yesterday, I was like, "Don't you think it's so interesting, like these little stories that human beings we have?" Because I was like, people probably think like, "Oh, I just love this." I'm like, it's just a random thing, but I was like, it was his mother's, but he was gonna throw it away, and I was like, "Oh no, that's your mom." So I put it outside. But it's interesting because I was like, I wonder how people think like, oh, he must love that, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's only there to
Or
like honor
unique
his
to his taste.
right, but it's only there to honor the guard's mother, because I was like, it just felt too. I mean, it's your own mother, and he was like, I'm just gonna throw it out.
Right.
But it's interesting our relationships with objects.
I like to think of those random objects that get to your home as like the most valuable, because it's like they got there so strangely with like so many things
Hands
that had
attached
to
to it.
happen
Right.
for it to
The
get
series
there,
of
so it feels like
circumstances.
okay, it belongs here, you know.
Right. Which is why I think if you look up to like whenever like manufacturing, or that's why, and I think is it Brave New World? It's maybe it's 1984, but like they pray, like Henry Ford was praised as a god in several of these dystopian books because he created like the mass manufacturing, the idea of that, because every single product before him was like super unique. And so after that, it's like this idea that like
Because everything was handmade as well.
Yeah. I mean, and one thing before I'll be right back. I've been gone for like 30 seconds. But he said that Bill Gates said, stop comparing this to the Industrial Revolution. Stop comparing it to. He says, I know people are doing it with Bill Gates.
Oh.
He said stop comparing it to these other things, because he said this one is completely different. And he's like one of the smartest minds, and he was there for coding. He was there for like the internet,
and
for the
of
computer.
course he's right, because it involves so many areas of our lives. Like it's become. I mean, it's gonna take. I don't know. It's gonna get traction in every sense of the word, like culture, in terms of like it's gonna be political if it's already. I mean, if it can get even more political, which it will, but it's like it'll take. I don't know. It has to do with our environment and with our social way of interaction and with our culture and with like political stances and with information and misinformation as well. Like everything will eventually be controlled by it and run with it. So it's like, how do you
with the village? I proposed this the first time Daniel was here. I was like, we gotta go live in the village, like create a village like the village.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
And at the end, she realized she's in modern times. But doesn't that feel more and more plausible? Like it feels more and more like that sounds like a pretty good idea to me.
Yeah.
So I would go back and watch 2004's The Village. That's a really good movie by M. Night Shyamalan. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just.
It's scary. Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think the way that we've.
I'm out of here. No. Yeah, it's like I'm like storming off the set.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm sick of this crap. F you. You're cool. The guy behind you can F your.
That's funny.
The drugs again, don't mind him.
That's funny.
He's acting up.
No, I agree. I think that the fact that it's in every piece of technology that we have now, it's so necessary to me. But at the same time, I don't know. Like
I'm not enjoying it. Can I please unsubscribe to this experience? Thank you very much. I want to go and touch grass and roll on the ground and play with mud and I don't know, do some pottery. Even though Mario doesn't like it.
I you know what? I should do pottery to combat the advancement of this.
Let's all have
technology.
like a pottery session.
Yeah,
to ground ourselves. You know.
I feel like I would be bad at pottery.
I think you would be bad as well. I don't think of you as a crafty person, because hey, you were the one. You were first to criticize pottery. And if you criticize it, I bet you're bad.
That's the first thing that came to my mind, honestly. I was kind of shading it, yes. But that was the first thing that came to my mind.
I love pottery. I think it's a great activity to entertain yourself and also think and meditate at the same time. It can be very relaxing. And you don't need to be good at it. I'm not good at it, but I enjoy failing at it.
Yeah, I was going to tell you that. I feel like my hobbies are more like passive. in a way.
Right.
Like just reading things like that. And
Thank you very much.
but yeah, Velvet Hammer says Big Brother 28 is in a
Velvet Hammer's here?
challenge. Yes, Velvet Hammer is here.
I was thinking about these last few days.
Big Brother 28 is in a challenge for 3 days with no live feeds. They have taken them back to the year 1000. It will be interesting to see what they are going through. Where can we watch this, Velvet Hammer?
How's it called again?
Big Brother 28.
So it must be season 28 of Big Brother. So
Oh.
Big Brother is
Right. I know.
in Mexico. They I guess they
I still
either
don't know
lost the
where to
rights or
watch
they
it.
had to change the name for whatever reason. To the House of Famous People, which is so dumb. Like the name,
It
it's like
is.
literally like the House of Famous People. Like it sounds so silly, but whatever.
But it is catchy for the Mexican audience for some reason. It
Thank
works.
you, Velvet.
Yeah, Velvet Hammer, thank you for being here.
Paramount
Are you
Plus.
watching vertically?
Yes,
Oh,
she
wow.
is.
That's wild.
Cool.
So it's so weird how they haven't figured. I guess it's because of the way the stream works.
Or how
Because-
you find it as well, like the
The way people
navigation.
discover stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You guys, if you're new
Well-
here, like and subscribe.
So
do
they
I need to
just,
move? Am I in a good spot?
You're fine. Yeah, they
Yeah.
just celebrated their 1000th episode. That is
Oh.
wild.
Yeah, Big Brother is a big thing. So
Mm-hmm.
it's. I think about this constantly, about this idea that it's kind of like practical magic too. This idea that we're living like we're creating products off of this residual fame
Mm-hmm.
from before. So we put people in the house, so it makes them, more famous and relevant because they're living off of like some previously found. So maybe you don't know this person or that person, but you know at least one person in the house. So it creates this fame game, but it's like what gives the whole product itself value.
Right.
It's like we're watching it because it's
But will
almost like
people even question that? Is also.
no, but that's my point. Is it's kind of like we're in this era of like people, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Big Brother. I'm
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
but my point is that people are, I think we're kind of going through the motions, and so like what is considered art has just kind of gone out the window,
Mm-hmm.
and so. Or like some of your photos, like I love that like there's so much care and attention put in them, or like the way that, or even some of like actors that I represent now or I've represented in the past, and I'm like starting to look at like Instagram like with new eyes, and I'm realizing like there is so much art that's just kind of lost on us. Like we're not necessarily appreciating it, and so it would make sense if you're a producer. It's like, well, you're gonna make the thing that most people are gonna want to watch, and so it's not about the art; it's about making your product that sells. And I think that there is a Velvet Hammer. If you're still here, hopefully. There's this idea of like it's a sociological game. It's different than traditional art.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like we're obsessed with like seeing people like almost like lab rats, I think, because you're seeing them walk through the bathroom, go into the bedroom, and like have this fight over here, go to the kitchen. So we're like it's like seeing lab rats in a laboratory and being like,
Interesting of that.
and yeah, we're kind of like mesmerized by. But why do we find that so interesting? Because we're more willing to watch these shows than we are to go see, someone make like Hamnet.
Because I feel like there's, I don't know, you saying that just made me think of like we want some realness, but then I don't think we necessarily really want it. Because like that's an enhancement of like all the drama and all the possibilities that could potentially happen. Like if it was you, and I think it gives you the opportunity to think if it was you, what would you do? That like displacement in your psyche can be really interesting.
Right.
And if it's something really well done, like I really love it thinking like if I were the actor, like how would I approach this
Right.
this project or this story, whatever it is. But as the audience, like you're not really gonna be like, oh, I could be that mom that has like a kid and is 3 years old and living off the streets. Like it's a different it's
You
a
make a
different
good point.
medium for what people want now.
I think there's this thing too. Again, it has to go with the class, but these are like unspoken things. Because I think maybe the advertisers know it, and the executives know it, but the average person watching doesn't know it. That like, why are you? I remember the very first seasons of The Real Housewives.
Yeah.
And I remember having friends watching that, and I remember being so shocked that they were watching that. But at the same time, it's like it shouldn't have been shocking because it's like you're kind of hypnotized by it because it's so crazy, you know, we're more, it's like, it's just, whatever can get you kind of hypnotized and like turn your brain off. Or a lot of celebrities are obsessed with reality TV. Don't you find that really interesting?
Yeah.
I am obsessed with reality TV.
Well, but I'm like, it's just, but it's also, it's eroding their own art, because when you're watching this, it means you're not watching that.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Or at least it's like, there's like this social proof that it's like saying this works. Because whenever someone goes and makes a movie and it loses all this money, these reality shows rarely lose money. They can, because the premises are so simple that getting people involved, there's not such a high threshold. So my relationship with reality TV is always gonna be a little bit weird because I've worked on it and I've seen it, and it's very trippy.
Right.
You know.
I bet. Yeah. I'm always curious to know how it's actually like shot and like how it actually works and who are the people who run it and like actually make it happen. And I'm really like interested about all of that. Like it brings out a curiosity in me as well. And
would you be on, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't you think there's like some
I personally
celebrities
wouldn't
want
to.
Was it because it's almost like it's like you would never see Sandra Bullock on like a show like that. So like there's this idea of like, oh, I remember they asked Snooki, like Snooki was on this show called called Jersey Shore, and they made a Spanish version of it. It was called like Acapulco Shore. Have you heard of this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So. But they asked her, like, would you be on Dancing with the Stars or something like that? She's like, oh, I'm still too famous to be on that. I mean, I understand what she was saying, but she was like saying you only do those types of shows whenever you're you do it on your way up or on the way down, in terms of like the fame pinnacle, right? But and then like right after that she was on, but it's like now it's like she's not even famous enough to be on it, or you know what I mean? So just this ephemeral nature of fame is very interesting to me. Yeah. And like how people have been able to get it and hold on to it. And that's why I think Practical Magic for people my age is so interesting, is because like Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman are unique examples of people who have been able to reach fame and hold on to it for the last 35 years.
And at the same level
40 years.
as well.
Right. Like they're uniquely positioned to so that I would not surprise me if maybe it's public knowledge. It would not surprise me if they were paid $20 million each for this, because they're gambling. Because when you're making a movie, you're gambling. Yeah. You're gambling. You're hoping that this is in
Vegas.
Right, right. But everything is in life is a gamble. Yeah. You learn that. Like everything is a gamble. You know what you're putting your energy towards and in.
Absolutely.
And blah 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 blah. Everything's a gamble.
And what you step out of and.
Right, and so ideally you want to get better at gambling, but even when you do, you realize that the game is changing. So it's understanding like who is your audience, what are you what are you getting better at? Are you because you may be getting better at something, but do you want to do that?
Right. In this day and age, you gotta figure out first, like you gotta get to the game first and understand it perfectly first, and adapt to it as much as possible, and that leaves out what you want to do, what you really are interested in creating or like making or going towards, because it forces you to play the game, and to play the game right, then you need to know it and learn it and play by it. And that's the thing right now. Like it feels that way. We're all in this game that we didn't really even ask for. Right. And we're like,
every time someone will come into the chat and they'll be like, oh my gosh, you got to get on TikTok. By the way, we should do trivia next because I think it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. Because people like who are brand new, they don't have to know what we were talking about beforehand. Yeah. You know what I mean? But this idea of, and you guys Venmo to pick the topic.
Yeah.
PVS, if you're here, help us out.
Please.
But it's these are the things that are on my mind all the time, and so I do think it's you, me, Daniel, people who work in the arts, even David who does voiceover work. Sometimes I think we all are thinking the same things, but like we're not. The way we're articulating it is different, or we're seeing it through the prism of our experience, and so. I do think the art of conversation, I think, is being lost, and the whole point of this is to bring that back. But we're playing with different things. But again, if it's something, if someone's watching like vertically, I wonder what their experience with the video is inherently different. It's kind of like whenever you go make a movie and you release it on IMAX or this and that, it's like there's an intention, there's a certain intention or intentionality that goes into that. And I'm understanding that more and more because of the platform that you're on and even the way that somebody's consuming that piece of information.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit mind blowing because when you make stuff vertical, you know that the likelihood of them coming in and out is immediate.
Yeah, because now you gotta be so specific and so aware of the fact that like where are you gonna post it or like advertise it or what medium is it gonna be for? And that was a question that wasn't asked until like the last few years.
Right.
You knew that if you had a movie, you were gonna put it in the like you wanted it to get to theaters. But then now you can have a film entirely on YouTube or like bits and parts of on TikTok or like whatever it is. So now you actually need to make a conscious decision about that, and it's like a recent question that has just risen.
Yeah, arisen.
Risen?
Last night, yeah, that's right. Arisen. But last night, so we watched a movie called Tammy. It's like probably one of the...
me too.
You saw that?
I recently, last week.
So it's like, it's probably the lesser of her films, you know, Melissa McCarthy. I really do like her filmography, but that's probably like one of the lower ones in terms of like the script and the acting.
Yeah.
Like it's full of
Yesterday
stars.
I watched the one with Sandra Bullock as well when they're
That's like one of my favorite movies, The Heat.
Yeah,
And you know
yeah.
that they're if Practical Magic does really well, they're gonna make a sequel to that. I'm almost certain. Like from my
I wish they
knowledge of the
do.
business, because it's all set up to be a sequel. Because you know the whole movie they keep referring to like the river, I think it's called the River Falls Killer, or whatever it is. There's like a killer. There's
The
a thing
red kill.
Red Falls
Killer.
Yeah. Anyway, but if you haven't seen The Heat with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy, go check that movie out. It's really good.
It's really good.
Tammy, I was like on the lower end, but anyway, the top movies, like in the top series, one of them was like it looked like a YouTube show, and it was like this girl and her dog. Have you seen that? It's like Sally and Sam, whatever. Have you seen this? And I was like, see, Herman, we're seeing the YouTubeification of Netflix.
Right.
It was like a show that was like a reality show. It was like in the top 10. And I was like, we're seeing we're in real time the YouTubeification of Netflix.
That's crazy.
Right, because it was like literally looks like a YouTube video.
Yeah.
But it's like a series. So my point is that's why, I think it's up to the individual how they want to consume media, you know?
Absolutely.
Hey, Vituka, how are you? How's Finland? How's it going? Today we're we're having a Hangout Friday. We're about to do some trivia.
Yeah.
We've been talking about movies, what happened this week, what's kind of how we're interacting with the world, relationships, careers. I think we kind of wake up and go through the motions of our lives, and like we don't realize the system that we're in, And I also think I'm always surprised at how quick people are to like do bad things when they have the opportunity to.
Hey,
like
Russell.
Stealing.
What do you
Or-
mean? Okay. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when like someone else like is not, or like it's kind of like have you ever worked at a job when people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing? It's like that expression when the cat's away, the mice will play.
Right.
It always upsets me when I realize like how like like the darker sides of humanity, like why there's certain and like why people are turning to AI because they can trust it more than like what if you have a therapist and that therapist is nefarious? Like what if that therapist is like have you noticed that in so many like comic books and art like Silence of the Lambs, the killer, like he is a therapist. Harley Quinn is a therapist. Like they're like crazy people, and on some level, that makes sense. Because do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
we'll
like-
we'll say that if you study psychology, there's something really wrong with you.
Right. You're trying to figure out for yourself.
Exactly. It's like it created your own curiosity, and then it transformed into someone else's, and then like you
Right.
you ended up studying it whole.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly that.
Do you have your buzzers ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna be covering a lot of topics, so it's gonna be a good trivia.
I thought it was gonna
and-
be. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be something very intellectual, and I was like,
Yes.
competing with
What-
Brent is gonna be.
No, it's gonna be like What page number 124 says on Moby Dick? No, I'm kidding.
And I'm like,
Right. Right. No.
Is
Okay.
it actually? Is there something that's on that page?
No. I mean, I was just kidding. Yeah. Like.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there's like some like iconic quote that's like
right, yeah.
happens to be on.
Yeah. No, I guess it changes by the edition. But okay, ready?
Yeah.
Which Broadway musical was based on Romeo and Juliet, but relocated the story to rival gangs in New York City?
I don't know.
West Side Story.
It
West
is
Side
West Side
Story is
Story.
based off of Romeo and Juliet, and it's Puerto
Yeah.
Rican and a New Yorker.
Yeah, it is.
I like to be in America. I like to be in America. I like
Yes,
to be in
West Side
America.
Story, correct. Guys, play along with us. Like the video, subscribe, Venmo if you can.
Do it. This is we're out on the streets, you guys. This is our Hail Mary. We're doing it now. She's like,
Do
you have to
it,
learn how to be
please.
shameless. Millennials,
do it,
we had to grow up being shameless. Gen Z's like, oh, are you sure? Like, no, we were like. I feel like, right?
Yeah.
Like this idea where people are afraid to ask people out. Like, we were like, no, like, you're coming with me. It's like, no, you had to run. You know, you know what I mean? Like this idea of the generations, the generational divide differences.
Yeah.
You said the trivia was gonna be about love.
No, a lot of things.
A lot of things.
Oh. Okay.
Which painter created the persistence of memory, La Persistencia de la Memoria, famous for its melting clocks?
I don't know.
Salvador Dali.
You probably have seen it, Andre.
Is it the one with the clocks?
Yes.
Okay.
They're melting.
That's Salvador Dali.
They're like,
Right.
it's like in a wasteland. It's like in a desert.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
These things make me so nervous because
Nah,
it's like
don't be. Don't be.
I'm such like a
I'm-
visual person,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
like I probably knew
Right.
what you
No,
were
I-
talking, but I was
I'm-
like, I don't know the name.
I'm sure you knew.
Yeah.
In The Godfather, what is the first name of Marlon Brando's character?
The Godfather.
Is it Vito?
Yeah, it's Vito.
Vito Corleone.
Vito
I'm
Corleone.
not liking this game.
It's alright. You'll learn with time. I mean, I didn't know either. He probably just pulled up a list, but my point, like, it's just if it gets too, we can go to something more specific for. Yeah, I think he's just. This is like stuff that's kind of like when you're 40 plus.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which filmmaker directed both Jaws and Schindler's List?
Jaws and Schindler's List.
See,
He
I've
came out with
watched
the movie
them
this year.
both, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hate
I don't know
that.
what to say the name.
Steven Spielberg.
It is Steven Spielberg. Yes.
It's alright. You don't have to know about. I mean,
No.
it's a conversation starter though,
Right.
Yeah.
so it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not
Um,
playing to like win. It's more like now you know.
Yeah.
Because whenever you form it as a trivia, it's also like you remember it more. Because like, oh, I lost, but I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not like ha ha ha. Like no,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No. I just. Okay.
it was this. We did this with Jimmy too, and Jimmy's like, I don't, but you're the age where it's like you want to care, but if you were like 14 or 13, you'd be like who cares,
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, since it feels like we're losing our history, it's like trivia feels more. Like urgent to certain people. Like we used to do trivia rounds. People would come in only for the trivia.
Yeah.
And we didn't do trivia. We did stop doing trivia because Jimmy wasn't so into it. Like we lost a lot of the audience. Like there's Lynx. If Lynx ever comes back, we had a guy named Lynx, and he would watch from Russia, and he would like always come for the trivia. Several
I
people
think
come
I've
for the
heard
trivia.
of him a couple of times while we've.
I
Yeah.
think you're right. I think he did
Yeah.
come in.
You may. Yeah.
Mhm.
Which musical features the songs "Memory" and "Mr. Mistopheles"? Which musical?
Mr. and Mr. What?
Which musical features the songs "Memory" and "Mr. Mistopheles"?
I was giving it time, but because I know
Go ahead.
Cats.
It's Cats.
I've watched Cats one time.
"Memory" is
Just
that
once.
famous
The movie?
song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
And
refuse to.
I've never seen it live.
No, I don't think. I think that the Andrew Lloyd Webber, the author of the musical,
Mm-hmm.
he said that like it gave him like PTSD. It was so bad.
Making the movie.
Like there's like he said it was such a corruption of what the original product was.
Okay.
Because it's a beautiful play.
Yeah.
There's like a really good song, Memory. It's like midnight, not a sound on the pavement.
Okay.
Has the moon lost her memory?
Right.
It's a great song. It's very like Grisabelta is like the cat, and she's singing, about her youth and like how it's been lost, and and she's like, you know, the sun's coming up, and I'm sure they do it in the movie, but I was like, I couldn't
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah. What famous art movement is most associated with Claude Monet? Art
It's gonna be time.
movement.
Go ahead.
It's okay.
I don't think I'm gonna participate in this in this trivia. My brain has just now being like.
No, but don't be like it's really not a competition. It's more like
No, I know, but I don't like the sensation of not knowing. Like
Yeah.
that's what people love. That's why people get addicted to AI though, because it's like they can't like they have to have it explained to them immediately.
Right. Yeah, the thing is like.
It's Monet, right?
Yeah.
Or Impressionism.
Impressionism. Yeah. It's
The
Impressionism.
movement is like Impressionism, like it was, like where they did the little dots.
Which Broadway musical tells the story of Alexander Hamilton using hip hop, R&B, pop, traditional
It's
musical
an
theater?
question.
Hamilton.
Yes, correct.
I was
Direct,
like, are
Way
they
to
trying
go.
to trick me?
directed by. Directed by.
I don't know who was it.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yes, correct.
What's the name?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah. Which film won Best Picture at the Oscars despite being a sequel? Here are the options: The Godfather Part 2, The Empire Strikes Back, Terminator 2, or Aliens.
The first one,
I
The Godfather
really-
Part 2.
Yes, it's The Godfather.
Did Aliens win ever an Oscar for something?
I think for like
For, like, special
design,
effects?
probably for.
Or production design?
Let me look it up.
But
Okay,
also,
so,
don't worry about not knowing. Like you're 20 years old. Like you're 21. No,
apparently
I
it
mean,
won.
yeah, but I don't know, like, that was one of the worst sensations that I had when I was a kid, like, in little school.
Mhm.
Because I was always very, like, nerdy and, like, very
You want to
studious
be the
Thank
one
you,
who knows.
Sultan.
Yeah, and I also, like, I do want to know, you know? It's not just being the one to know, but I also do want to, like, have
Right.
the answer, you know?
Like you genuinely want to know.
Yeah, because also if, like, out in the world, if I want to have a conversation about it, I want
Thank you,
to
Sultan.
actually know how to have that conversation, you know?
But then
like,
flip
with
it on
all
its
the
head.
details.
Yeah, I'd say flip it on its head, and so instead of it being like, because I don't know what the questions are, but when you've been around long enough, the reason why trivia is kind of fascinating too is because there's going to be a point in the near future where no one's going to know the answer.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like it's designed for people who've been around for a while.
Mhm.
So if you don't know, just be like, okay, now you know, or you know you've heard it again. So even like Jimmy, like some questions would come around again. You'd be like, oh, I know this one.
Right.
Or it was Copernicus who said that the Earth goes around the sun, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Okay, so which playwright wrote a streetcar named Desire and Cat on a Hot Tin Roof?
Oh, it's Tennessee Williams.
Correct, it's Tennessee Williams. Yes. Which
go.
actress originated the role of Elphaba in Broadway in Wicked?
Idina Menzel.
It is Idina Menzel. Do you
I've never
want?
watched a Broadway show in live.
They're great.
I really it's one of my
Does-
They're really expensive to put on.
wishes.
Does
Go
the
see it
audience?
now because when you go to Vegas, maybe you should go and they kind of have their own little mini version of Broadway. And the reason why
I'm
is
so excited to watch Cirque du Soleil because I've
Oh,
never
right.
watched it, and
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Is
Yeah,
that the
that's
trip that
good.
you're having tomorrow? Like literally?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
going
cool,
tomorrow. I
cool.
you're
found
going to
out.
Vegas tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you going? That's
I
amazing.
found out this very week, and I was like, "What do you mean?"
That
like,
is cool. That is cool.
I don't necessarily like surprises. I mean, I'm really grateful and
yeah,
really excited
yeah.
for
No,
this
obviously.
one.
Are you going with
but
your
it's
family?
like- yeah. Yeah, it's
Obviously.
just gonna be my parents and my brother and I.
Aw.
So it's
Cool.
gonna be really fun. I'm really
Yeah.
excited, and it's one of the first times in a long time that we're all just like. I mean, even if situation is hard right now, it's the first time that actually in like terms of family dynamics we're actually having fun and getting along and everything
Yeah.
is
That's
working out
funny.
between us.
Yeah.
So it's such a great time to go on a trip like this. Because it's also like my brother and I have grown, and like now I am of age to do all of the fun things that Vegas has to offer. So it's like, and my mom is turning 50,
Wow.
so we're going for her birthday,
When?
and it's the 3rd of September.
Nice.
That's
So
awesome.
congrats to
Yeah,
your
you'll
mom.
You'll have
Thank
fun. It'll be funny because everyone's going to come up to your parents and start speaking, you know. Because there's
Well,
an assumption there. Like here, they could just assume I don't, but
Right.
there they will assume that you do.
Yeah. My parents do have a very a great level of English.
No.
So
That's nice. That's very
yeah,
cool.
they both have studied English in the past.
That's
My
nice.
mom
Wouldn't it be
studied
crazy if
in
you met-
Vancouver
if you
at the
met
same
John
age
Scott?
that I. What?
Wouldn't it be cool if you met John Scott? Like if you
It would be really cool.
Yeah,
Like
think
to take a
about, like-
picture and
Yeah, you
get the
should.
evidence of the Big Idea show traveling.
Oh my gosh.
No, for real. But like for real.
The
we
Big
met
Idea
Gizmo
Show
when we went to
tour.
New York.
What?
Gizmo. We met Gizmo when we went to New York.
All right. Yeah.
He took
It
us.
would
He
be
took us
very
to a
cool.
Broadway show. I'm telling you, it's a small world.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole idea of the show. Is it's a small world after all. You know,
Right.
like conversing, and
Absolutely.
you can build a bridge, and it's like because part of the reason why I feel like it's hard to like you were talking about your friends, this friend, that friend. It's like it's because it's so easy to trick ourselves on a microcosm level, but when you zoom out, like we're all the same.
Yeah. And how you said, like, we're all living in a little dot in the middle of the universe. Like, it's.
And like, why are we looking for reasons to be like, I don't care about you, I don't like you?
Yeah.
I'm like, we're all in this together. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what animated film features the song "Let It Go"?
Oh, Frozen.
Correct.
Way to go.
Russell wanted Disney questions, so that
Okay,
was for
nice.
Russell. In France, what is the name of the coffee shop where the group hangs out?
And friends,
And friends.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lukes.
Central Perk.
Central Perk, yeah.
Like perky is like if you're like it's one of those things I actually didn't learn until later. But perk is like perky, like you're like you had some coffee, so you're like perky, like you're in a mood to do something. So it's called like instead of Central Park, they call it Central Perk.
Yeah.
But am I hallucinating or
Yes.
the cups? Right.
If somebody
I'm
donates,
not
I'll buy a
real.
cup for the. That was one of the first items I was gonna buy was a cup that has Central Perk on it because they had it in Gizmo. We should have gone to Central Perk because after the Lion King, I was like, should we go get some coffee? I was thinking about it,
Right.
but it was already pretty late. But Central Perk is right next to the Broadway. Because it's not a real place, but they invented it. They made it because the show filmed in Los Angeles,
Yeah.
but it takes place in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So they made a fake Central Perk, and it's in Times Square.
But I'm thinking of a mug with Luke's on it, and it's not Luke's from Gilmore Girls. It's like there's a specific mug from
I'm sure you're right.
series. Like I don't know. I can say that's why I said Luke's because that came to mind. I mean, it's Central
Like Luck or Luke.
yeah.
LUC.
Luke.
I don't know. Do y'all know in the chat? Do y'all know is there a famous TV show or
Or
movie
am
that has
I?
a
Or
mug
is
on
this
it?
the Mandela effect where I'm seeing something that never existed?
She's hallucinating, y'all.
Is that what the Mandela effect is? What is the Mandela effect?
Remembering
It's like
something that
when
never
something-
happened.
Yeah, like if you think of the Monopoly guy, do you think of him? With
That's Gilmore Girls. That's Gilmore
Gilmore
Girls.
Girls?
Okay.
I think so. I think
Yeah, I mean Luke's coffee shop, but I didn't know if the mug.
we
was
can
from-
hear. There's a. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the noise.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, the it's creating a noise. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
What Pixar film features a rat who dreams of becoming a chef?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille, correct.
I mean,
Is there-
we always call it ratatouille in America. I don't know.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille, yeah.
Ratatouille.
What do they call it in
Ratatouille.
Spanish?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille, yeah, same. Ratatouille, yeah.
Yeah.
What 1994 film is famous for the quote, "Life is like a box of chocolate"?
Forrest Gump.
It is Forrest Gump.
He like quotes his mom, who's played by Sally Field.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Mama always said life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." So it's like a really famous.
Yeah.
Some people really don't like that movie, but then it's also like.
I remember watching it as a kid, and I didn't like it. Like something made me uncomfortable about it, and then I never really watched it again.
I think Doug Overhaul also don't like it. Doug, are you there?
Dag is like a really. Some people are really, but some people really love it, and some people really hate it.
Mm.
I love it, but I get it. But it's like and most people's like it's in their top 5 movies,
Right.
or they hate it.
Yeah.
There's not like a middle ground for whatever reason.
Well, Andre is agreeing with you, Doug, so there you have it.
I need to watch it again. Actually, it's
Right.
one of those movies that like has gotten to the back of my brain, and like I just watched as a kid, and then I just have that input.
Dag is he's like Dag was here watching.
So, which Marvel film features the snap that wipes out half of all life in the universe? Marvel film.
Is it Infinity War?
Yes,
Or-
it's Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it's Infinity War. What is the name of the fictional country in Black Panther?
Oh, Wakanda.
It's Wakanda, yes.
Do you know there are a lot of people that really think that's a real country?
No.
Yeah, there are. Like a lot of people think that's a real
For
country.
example, me.
It just
That's
shows you-
crazy,
there's not
that's
like
crazy.
investigation into things. It's like we just take things
We
for
just assume.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like people think vibranium is real. I mean, I'm for real. Like I know people that are like, oh, well, that was okay. I'm like, you know, they're not real superheroes too. Like, oh yeah, of course. But it just shows you like I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
Like, you know, you-
how distorted your reality, your perception of reality can be.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In Stranger Things, what is the alternate dimension called?
Oh.
Dimension.
Yeah, the underground? No.
Upside
Close.
The
You're
upside
close.
down.
Yes,
Right.
it's the upside down.
I've
yes.
only seen like
The
the first
underground.
2 seasons. Yeah.
That's close. That's close.
Yeah, I watched, I think, until the third one, like halfway,
Okay.
and then I didn't want to continue.
There was something
don't
about it where I
remember
couldn't
why.
keep watching it. I don't know why.
Yeah. I really loved the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
They were very magical.
I
Also,
think they
like, just
were.
the kids made it very magical. Like,
I agree.
That
those
was very
little
promising.
And I
actors.
love seeing Winona Ryder kind of returning to the screen.
Oh, me too!
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love her.
Which Netflix series follows the story of a chess prodigy named Beth Harmon? Which Netflix series?
I didn't watch it, but I know I
follows-
didn't watch it. Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, it's the Queen's Gambit.
Oh,
With,
but how was the question?
Which Netflix series follows the story of a chess prodigy named Beth Harmon?
Oh, Prodigy. Right, yeah.
So
I actually did watch that one. I
Did you?
really
Really?
liked it. I also watched
It looked
the
good.
like the mini documentary that they did for how they recorded it.
Oh, really?
And Anya just said like I don't know, it was so valuable to have it, to be able to watch it after watching the series.
I love that they can do that now because it gives you like an insight into how things are made and
Yeah.
it can inspire creativity within you.
Absolutely.
She's got like they joke about how like beauty is like how far apart your eyes are, like how her eyes are like almost on the side of her head.
yeah.
It's very interesting.
it is.
She is very interesting looking, which I
Yeah. Right.
love. Like that's one
Right.
of the things that I love about her.
Yeah.
Right. In The Mandalorian, what is the real name of the character fans call Baby Yoda?
I don't know.
I've never seen it, but it's called Grogu.
It's
Grogu?
Grogu. Mhm.
Yeah, Grogu.
Yeah.
Grogu?
Like Grogu, Grogu. I just know from like pop culture and from like being in the business,
Right.
but I've never seen it. Didn't see the movie. I think you saw the movie though.
Yeah.
You went to go see the movie, right, Mario?
Yes, the
I
movie
wanted
only.
to watch it because like I love Star Wars, but aside from like the main,
Trilogy.
yeah, the main stories, the
Okay.
main trilogy, and then like I watched a couple of like animated series when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
The ones that were just coming out, but then like
Those
I never
are
really
good.
followed up with.
Yeah.
I know.
rest.
Yeah, a lot of people, their relationship with Star Wars is unique. Like, Star Wars is depending on your age. It's like some people are like, do they need to go beyond the Skywalker story?
Right.
Some people are like yes, some people are no. There's like a whole debate around that.
Yeah, my brother is one of the people that has consumed a lot of Star Wars universe in
There's,
a
like,
lot of different
books.
forms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comics.
I really haven't. Like just I have my relationship with Star Wars was like we had like a DVD player in
Okay.
the car that my mom used to use.
Okay.
And so it was the decision was always in between Star Wars or Barbie.
Ooh.
And it
You
was,
mentioned that you watched a lot of Barbie movies, right? Like you
yeah,
mentioned.
a lot of them. I've watched them all. I love Barbie.
Wow.
I love like the premise of what it is, like
Yeah.
to actual like infants and
That's
just
cool.
just the childhoods, specifically to girls because it's like the main
Yeah. Target.
target. But
I love that she can have all these careers and she can do all these different things. Like,
yeah, and it's
like-
just like it brought so many like stories. Like felt that
yeah.
they were fairy tales for us, and like
Yeah.
you could put yourself in the shoes of a fairy or a doctor as easily as,
I remember
or like a mermaid if you wanted, or or pop star, whatever it was.
right.
Do you have dolls still? Barbie dolls?
No, but I wish I kept just one. Like I'm a fan of The Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
and so I had a lot of
Same here.
Ariels, and
that's
with
cool.
the tail and with the dresses and with the everything.
Very, very.
I even had
demure.
a Little Mermaid doll. Like
Right?
and my parents
me
were
too.
like,
And one of my cousins broke it because I had one that you
Oh.
could go in the water and like it would swim. It was so cool, and
That is
I got
cool.
it for Christmas. Like,
Oh.
and then my cousin like 3 days later just lost it and like broke it, and I was like, okay, great.
yeah,
That is,
You
the
ruined
doll,
the whole
you could
year.
put
You
the
ruined
fin on
the
it. You could put her
Christmas.
tail on it or take it off and like reveal her legs.
Right? Yeah.
That was one, and they say that like people who are like LGBT like are really gravitate towards Ariel because she's kind of genderless to an extent, right? Because she's a fish there and
Right.
down.
Yeah.
That movie was so magical. I mean, like even the musical, like at the end when she comes out in the dress, like she like and
Yeah.
her father who was so against it was like
Yeah.
the one who.
Just, like,
uses
proud
the
to
Triton
be-
yeah. I mean, gosh, like that.
To be there.
The Little Mermaid is one of the most magical films to me.
No, me too. Every time I watch it, it just feels like a hug.
Do you watch it in Spanish or
soul.
English? Because I know the Spanish version is very beautiful as well.
I've watched it in Spanish. The last time that I watched it, I tried in English, but it just didn't feel the same. Because, like,
Right,
I mean, I love the songs in English, but everything else, like, I'm used to Ariel's and, like, Eric's voice
Yeah.
in
No,
Spanish.
it's real. No,
So
I
that
know.
feels
It's
familiar.
such an
Like, a
interesting
lot
thing.
of Pixar and Disney movies, I still to this day watch in Spanish, because that's the way that I watched them first.
Absolutely.
And it's
Same.
like my only way to approach them.
Yeah.
Because in English, it feels like I'm watching
Something
like the
dubbed.
advertisement of
Yeah.
it in
Yeah.
some ways. Because I
Yeah.
remember the DVD player was
Oh,
still in
yeah.
English. Like the DVD,
Yeah.
will be starting in 5 minutes.
Wow.
Something, the fast
Wow.
play or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I love DVDs.
Do you
I
remember
still,
Disney DVD? It was like Disney DVD. Like everyone tried to like make it as if like they invented the DVD. I'm like,
right. Yeah,
like it was like that was in like the idea. There's a YouTube channel called DVD Extras, and it shows you all the stuff that you would get on a DVD.
Right.
And it's so crazy that I've lived so long that like during like my lifetime, but do you know there
I've
was
lived so long.
well, do you know that before DVD there was the thing it was VHS, but do you know before VHS there was a thing called Betamax, and
Oh, I didn't
Betamax
know
was
about
even
that.
bigger.
Okay. Like
And
a
then-
VHS but bigger?
Yeah, it was even bigger.
Okay.
And it's just crazy. But Betamax was Sony, and VHS was the other one. It was like Toshiba or something like that.
Okay.
But it just shows you. And then whenever DVD was coming out, there was or Blu-ray was coming out. It was Blu-ray versus HD DVD.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was so crazy because there was.
I
they
remember
called
not liking Blu-ray for no reason at all. Like I
Oh.
didn't know the reason,
Yeah.
but I just disliked Blu-ray.
Well, the
Every
idea of, like,
time.
yeah.
It was like no. I mean,
Wow.
I've got my DVD player. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
DVDs still outsell
Yeah.
Blu-rays to this day. Did you know that?
Really?
Yes. You can Google
That's
that.
crazy. I have like I'm a lover for old things and collecting those.
Mhm.
And I mean this isn't very old, but I have a CD Walkman.
Yeah.
And
Is it
just-
yellow?
No.
If
Sadly, it
Keith
isn't.
Peavyhouse is here. Keith Peavyhouse, he has a yellow Walkman, and it's from the 80s.
Oh
It's like-
really?
Yeah, it's like 1989.
No, but mine is for CDs like discs because I
Oh,
had
okay,
a
yeah,
Walkman like
He wasn't a
the
cassette.
tapes.
Have you seen a
Yeah.
cassette?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have one that worked, but then
Um,
it like it. I think it. I mean,
Exploded.
it didn't explode, but I didn't explode. But it just it did
was a
spark
bomb.
at some point.
That's
And
funny.
I was like, I'm not gonna use this.
Yeah.
more
That's funny.
than
That's
you.
funny.
That's really funny.
It is. It is.
It was, and as a kid, I didn't understand what was going on. So
Well,
I was like,
we-
I'm just gonna put it here.
Right.
I mean, I remember CDs would like skip,
Yeah.
and so like, and CDs were like, they used to charge more for CDs versus cassette. But I remember like the news broke that like it cost like $1.19 to make a cassette, and it cost like 3 cents to make a CD because it's just like a disc. And so there was like a big controversy like in the 90s or the late 80s about like them charging like $25 for a CD and like $14 for a cassette because the cassette is actually more expensive
Right,
to manufacture.
make.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so continuing with trivia, what reality TV show has contestants competing by being voted off the island?
I know it, but I'm just gonna give you a chance.
Go ahead.
Survivor.
It's Survivor.
Going off the island.
I watched the first season. I only watched the first season, and it like there was like a showdown between like this is like the golden age of maybe you could argue, I guess, depending on what you like, But the very first season, there was this. They voted off with this woman, and she was like in her 50s, and she was like, if you were on the side of the road, dying for water, and the crows were picking at you, I wouldn't help you. I mean, I was like, I remember, and the guy who won the very first season of Survivor was this gay guy.
Oh.
Yeah, his name was like Richard something, and it was like
he could.
Well, I think he kind of like flew under the radar, but it was like he was like an underdog. Nobody thought he was gonna win, and I remember like that was like in 2000 or something like that. But it was crazy. I remember like Survivor because the idea of the reality television on that level, now it's like that's a YouTube show, right? But the very first season of Survivor, and Survivor is obviously huge. There's Survivor Mexico. There's like Survivor Thailand. That's like a Survivor everywhere. But Keith Peavy-House reminds me of the first winner of Survivor. His name was Richard something.
Oh.
And he actually got in trouble because he didn't pay his taxes on the winnings.
No, really?
Yeah, because, you know, if you win like $1 million, they want half of it.
Crazy. No, that's crazy.
It is.
No, I remember watching Survivors Mexico, but then like at the same time was
That's right,
launching one that was called Reto Cuatro Elementos. So
Oh.
4 Elements Challenge would be
That was
maybe the
similar.
That's still going here, right? I think I've seen that.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
pretty sure it is.
I remember getting like out of school. I was like in 6th grade or 7th, and just like arriving to the computer, and then being like, oh, I'm going on YouTube and I'm gonna watch some Reto Cuatro Elementos.
That's cute.
And it was it
That's
was
so
like a
funny.
great thing because it lapsed with like I had like school and then my afternoon classes, and then once I arrived I was like I had the time to do that, and I chose to watch Reto Cuatro Elementos, and it reminded
so
me so
cute.
much of Survivors, like
Yeah.
the idea that I watched of Survivors Mexico, but in like a different way, so I fell in love with that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. I remember whenever they started to make websites for movies, and one of the first movies that had like a website was like the first Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie, and I remember like they had on the website like a countdown clock, and I remember like the early days of movie marketing, you know, it was like in the early, you know, the late 90s, you know, using the internet to, you know, creating a countdown clock, that was so revolutionary.
Right. Yeah.
And it was like the movie's gonna, it was like you saw the clicker, and I was like, ooh.
And the the crazy thing is that wasn't so far along, you know, like that wasn't
Right.
so.
Richard Hatch, yeah, that was the first thing. I never saw any of the other seasons. I only saw the first one. But they know the first winner of Survivor. But go on. But the first winner of Survivor was Richard Hatch. But he like,
Right.
I don't know if he went to prison or something. But it was so ridiculous. Like because when you're famous, it's like the government also goes after you for taxes. When other people are like drug lords. So it's like, really? You're going after Richard Hatch? Come on. This random
He
dude.
just won Survivor. Let him.
Right. But that's like the pride. Like it just shows you like how that's a whole nother conversation of like like what we pay attention to. You know, it's like we criticize this person over here, and it's
What
like
we
this
invest
person-
on as well. It's
Right.
like it shows where your priorities are at any level. Like
Right.
that would be the government's priority to charge this man.
Right. Go after him, and it's like there are people like killing people.
Yeah,
You know, it's like there's so many different things to tackle.
Like
Like, that's the thing you pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
From all the major conflicts that we have going on, you chose to go after Rupert?
I think it's because like, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
let the guy alone.
Yeah.
Let him be.
What HBO series is set in the fictional continents of Westeros and Essos?
Come on, you know this.
I don't know.
It's Game of.
I'm like, yeah,
you're
go
like-
on.
You're
Game
like
of Thrones.
you're like Cuatro Elementos.
I haven't watched Game of Thrones.
I would.
That's been on my list for so long, but it's been so long there that it's like one of the things that I'm procrastinating, you know?
Sure. You know, they interviewed Margaret Robbie a while back, and they were asking her about Gone with the Wind, and she was like, "I've never seen it." And everyone on the panel, like, it was everybody from like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I think it was, and she was like, "I'm just holding out now at this point to see like how long I can go without watching it." But it really is a great movie. But I will say, I think Game of Thrones is one of the best shows ever made. Like, it really is so good. Like,
And I know,
and I didn't want to watch it.
probably
I didn't
is.
want to watch it. I watched it after it aired.
Right.
And I was when I watched it, I was like, holy
But how
crap.
long did it take you to actually watch it?
I mean,
Did
it
you
was-
watch it whole?
No, I didn't watch like I mean, it's one of those things like where it's like a show can be so good, but I think after after 2 or 3 seasons, like I don't see a need to. It's like people watch
If
it
you're
for
not
comfort.
invested enough, like with your soul, then you're not gonna watch it.
Well, I think what's weird is that like there's some like I consider it one of the best shows ever made, but it still doesn't mean I'm gonna finish it
Okay.
because I already kind of see like I understand like where they can go with the story.
Then what?
And I think it's weird because I also knew like they're just gonna end up killing everybody, and that's what they did.
The one is what is one of the characteristics of those shows that you actually finish, like from start to finish, even if they have a bunch of seasons, or what are the shows that you've actually?
Like Friends, that one, because that was like a show about like a
But haven't
a
we
time
all?
in your life
Right.
that like your friends are your family,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's why they like remake it. It's like it's hard to remake that because especially with those actors because it's like that's a time of your life when your friends are your family.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's hard to say.
Like what would make that show for you to be like, I'm gonna continue watching, doesn't matter what.
Mario, what's your answer? I don't know. I
I
think I've
watched,
seen so much. I already know where everything's kind of can. I mean, I like it when shows surprise me. Sure.
Right. Yeah.
I like miniseries. Like
Me
I don't
too.
like to watch like 2 seasons of anything.
Like I've only
But-
seen 1 season of True Detective,
But
but I do like that. Like, that was that 1 season was contained.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like I watch We Are Who We Are,
Okay.
that Luca Guadagnino series. I've watched some anime.
We Are Who We Are.
Yes.
I didn't know he had a series actually.
I think you would like it. I would recommend it. It's good. And I don't like his work.
Because I do like his work. So.
And like miniseries, I would say I like them.
Yeah, for me it's just like it's probably built in the characters. I mean, obviously storyline as well. Like that's why I was really invested in like a second season of
Yeah.
like Succession or
Some shows that
Severance.
take a while.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
Severance.
waiting for Pluribus.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
really waiting for the second
I
season of that.
Well, I haven't seen this, but I saw an interview with the star of that, and she was saying that like they take so long to film that show,
Oh.
and I'm like, I wonder why. She said it took them like a month to like film each episode or something crazy.
Because
Wow.
it's supposed to be like this dystopian world where they like don't have anybody, and
They
well,
live alone?
and like they're all controlled from like a virus that makes them like their whole consciousness is just one whole, but everyone keeps their individual
Oh.
self. So it's like, let's say this is the bacteria, and so it starts getting into all of us, and we're now like connected to a collective of a thought. And we all can be and see the same things at the same time, but it's also like you're still your individual. So
Okay.
we
So
connect to
basically
these
reality.
things, and yeah, you can channel like the president or whoever
Wow.
it was.
Oh, you can like tap
and-
into the other people.
yeah. But you're still in your body, and you can still be Brent. Only
Oh.
that you're gonna be used as the vessel, and so this people like. Her character isn't affected by it, so she's like not connected to the thing, and obviously the thing wants her to be connected as well. And so there's like a bunch of locations that are very like iconic that they
Yeah.
used.
Yeah.
And it was probably hard to clean it all up and like I mean, I don't know.
I
I've
know what you're
seen-
saying. It's like depending on the premise of a show and like what, and obviously Apple has tons of money to dedicate to that. But when you see her like talking about it, I was like, what is this show? But there's a theory about I'm gonna watch it.
Right. It's so good. I
Yeah.
love that actress. I don't know why her name is not Kim Wexler, but it's the name of the character that she plays in in Better Call Saul.
Okay.
And I just have her registered
Yeah.
as Kim
No,
Wexler.
that happens.
Yeah,
What's her name?
Let me look it up.
but it's called Pluribus.
Yeah.
Well, there's a theory that like we were never supposed to be like self-aware, like as human beings, and that it was like caused by like a virus, like in the distant past, and so that's why we have the need to make friendships, create art, to talk to each other, versus like other animals are like less conscious. Like maybe they're social, but only for survival reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember
That
hearing
idea.
a tale when I was a kid of like the reflections, like how people found out that they looked how they looked was like by going to the river, and like there was this little girl that used to go pick up some flowers by the river, and then she like just stay there, and then asked the moon something, and then she saw her reflection, and it was like, oh, it's all within myself. And I remember it so clearly, and it was so like a beautiful thing that I imagined as like the reflections.
That's where the idea, like, you know, narcissism. So like narcissism, it comes from a guy who like saw his reflection in the river, and he like loved his reflection so much he kept staring at it, and he like the gods turned him into like a plant. There's like the narcissus plant, and it's like by riverbeds, and it like hangs over the water. So it's like that idea. The term narcissism comes from that Greek concept.
I love that.
Yeah, but it's related to your story.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when I read that, like that was like 20 years ago or so, but they were like, scientists believe that consciousness was caused by a virus. I was like, wow, that makes sense actually.
I mean,
It's like we're so conscious. It's like anti against like traditional survival. Does that make sense?
I mean, we have, our evolution, I think, has gotten us there as well.
Sure.
Because I mean, I think of cavemen and cave people, just being aware, but in a different way. Like the same an animal was, but they would. I don't know. I think by developing a language, you kind of like have to be aware of yourself.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're the only species that does have language.
Right.
So it's like everything was like a result of that consciousness that was like created. I mean, now that could be like a mind trip for people, right?
Yeah.
But you're right. It's like this. I mean, I think human evolution is. I think that's why AI is so scary, is because it feels like it's like we've taken all of human evolution and put it into one thing, and so it's like.
Yeah.
It's, you know.
It feels so dumb because it's like we've been collecting all of this information throughout so many years and so many lifetimes, and like for it to just be held by this thing that we don't even know really what it is and how it works, and like
Well, right.
it's all there.
It's like
Good
very
night,
black
Mark.
boxy.
The good old archive that is now where.
What's interesting is that when it first came out, I really like a lot of artists were like, it's just a plagiarism machine, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It's like it's taking, you know, and it's
taking and morphing and doing whatever it wants with it.
Yeah, but it was funny because it's crazy.
Yeah. It's just, honestly, I cannot believe we're even talking about this. It's like, just, why are we standing here right now?
We should be talking to our chatbots about it. Yeah, no, it's funny.
I need some therapy. Let me log in.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no,
gosh,
it's real.
yes. Yes. Good night, Mark Sands.
Good night, Mark.
Well,
Good night, Mark.
Thank you, Mark Sands. Thank you, Mark. Get
Thank
some
you.
rest.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you,
Thank you for
Sultan.
being here.
Thank you, Sultan. In Titanic, what does Rose promise Jack she will never do?
Drown.
Oh my gosh.
Let go.
Yes.
She says, "I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go." But whenever after he freezes to death, she like, the boat goes by. And he's like, the guy's like, "Is there anyone alive out there?"
Yeah.
And she's like, and then it's like, ooh. And he like, and there's this look where she's like, "I'm just gonna sit here and die," and then but she gets the will to live, and then so she has to like let go of his hand so she can. So it's this kind of thing where, you know, he doesn't let go, but she does, so that she can move on. You know, she can. So she gets in the water and she's like, and it's like I was in the theater, I was crying. I was like, that's what got me, like that movie. That's what got me. Was like whenever she gets. None of it. I was emotional, but nothing made me cry until the moment where like the boat almost passes, and they're like, "Is there anyone alive out there?" And like when she found the will to live inside of her, she had to like let go of Jack's hand and like swim to because there were very few lifeboats that actually went back, and that's a real part of the story of the sinking of the Titanic. And so like that's oh gosh, that got me. I'll never forget like just bursting into tears like when that happened, because I was like, dang, like, but her finding in herself the will to live. So if you watch that movie, like that's like that's like for me that's the moment that gets me.
I need to rewatch it and do it in English, because I remember watching it when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And I watched it in Spanish, and I watched it like by bits and pieces,
Mhm.
because I remember there was somebody in like or probably like a family member that was watching something in the TV,
Mhm.
and I was just like running around the house.
yeah,
So I was
that's
like,
common.
oh, okay, oh.
It's
this is
funny.
nice.
It's funny whenever I used to. I was like saw it in the theater, and so before you were born, before you were a twinkle in anyone's eye.
Right,
It's
yeah.
wild, right? But
Yeah.
it just shows you like because it's everything. You'll get to a point where you talk to people, and then people are like I remember when AI came out, it was so crazy, and
I was so mad about it.
right. But then the AI is gonna be like, it's time for your daughter to go to school. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this regulation, hyper regulation of everything.
Right.
Like I think that's what, to make sure that people are not like traumatized. Like they say that the teachers are going to be AI.
No.
I'm not advocating for that at all. I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me.
No. Wow, that's wild, and I can see it. Like, hey, Attico has an example where like it's a robot teacher, and when it's
Right.
like robot teaching robots to be teacher robots, it's so. And I was like,
When she
well, it
travels to
makes
the
sense.
future, or is it he or she?
The robot?
No, the
I was like,
who
whoa.
travels on the rainbow.
Oh, it's a he.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
watch
his
that.
name is Attico.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great movie to watch.
Mhm.
At least we're living in that world, we're living in harmony with nature. So
Yeah.
there's at least that like
Right, because they're like up above.
technology. Yeah, and also like when he travels to the timeline of the girl,
Mhm.
when like he gets stuck there, and we see that like the technology that is being built is to like live in harmony with the world, which is pretty cool. Which I don't necessarily think is what's going to happen, but hey,
Mhm.
I like to be positive.
I mean, I
mean,
think those
I like to
movies can
think-
give us like a blueprint or an idea, right? Because don't they live like in the clouds, or they live
Mhm.
right and, like
Like up
above?
in-
They
yeah.
have like these platforms or something like that.
It
Mm.
reminds me of like the Jack and the
Beanstalks.
yeah.
Like where
Yeah.
the giants are in the
Mhm.
sky. Yeah.
Yeah, Velvet Hammer says that she is surprised that we don't have a Terminator. I thought we will have a semi-Terminator future.
Oh, I
That
think
would
that's
be
coming.
scary.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's coming because that's what Bill Gates said day before yesterday, is that he was saying his biggest concern is that people will use AI to create a biological weapon.
They probably are already.
They probably already have.
That was also a concern of the Anthropic founder, because he was saying that AI could develop its own weapons.
Because we're so
So it
as
just gets
human-
worse and worse.
Oh
and
my
worse.
God.
Just enjoy Vegas tomorrow.
Did it?
Right.
Just enjoy Vegas. Have a good time.
Enjoy the
Relax.
entertainment.
Listen,
laugh,
listen,
and-
You guys think give us a
The-
Venmo?
Listen, the chat is saying you're gorgeous, so enjoy that.
Sorry.
The chat is saying you're gorgeous, so enjoy that.
Well, thank you. I'll enjoy it while I can before AI takes over and it's just
Right.
the version of me that exists is only AI.
Right. Oh my gosh, no.
Imagine AI has like every single one of our models, like our biometrics are already there,
yeah.
so they build like us
Wow.
in real life, and then they kill us, and it's just like the version of you, but an AI version of you in robots.
It would not surprise me. And the reason why is there's a movie called Surrogates. You probably like it. It has Bruce Willis
Okay.
and Rhoda Mitchell. Rhoda Mitchell, like I guess she maybe needs a better publicist because it's like people should know her name more. But it's called Surrogates, like when surrogacy, and like nobody goes out in the real world anymore in this future. And it's like your avatar, your robot goes out for you. So like nobody ages, but it really does a good job of like messing with your concept of self, because there are like guys who are like doing it with girls, but the guy who's controlling the girl is like this really overweight dude, and the other, so it's like playing with the idea of like it's really a great metaphor for like the internet, because you never know who you're really talking to.
Yeah.
So you think you're talking to this person, but it could be someone completely different. So that movie blew my mind, but it's like they didn't market it right, and it's like it bombed.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
There-
called Surrogates.
Yeah,
You guys go check out Surrogates.
go check that out. Don't forget to like, subscribe.
Yeah,
We're
those
playing
movies,
trivia.
I used to love those movies when I was a kid. But
Yeah.
now more and more they just look more like our
Well,
reality. And
Right, like
that
it's
just
like,
actually gives me real anxiety. So it's like
well, have fun tomorrow, and
just
because
enjoy it.
what time does your plane leave?
I'm really not sure. I think it's like early this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
I'm
won't go
not
too much
sure.
longer because it's Friday, and we'll let you go home and relax.
That's okay.
And I'm excited for you that is it your first time going to Vegas?
Yeah.
John Scott, you should find an excuse to go to the strip just
Yeah.
to meet. Wouldn't that be so
Let's
cool?
find each other.
And your
That'd be so
family is
funny.
like, how do you know this man?
yeah.
Yeah.
And me being like, well,
We're besties.
I've been doing exactly. I've been doing a podcast and
Mark.
I've made some friends.
Thank you, Mark. Mark is the only donor tonight for $15. Thank you, Mark.
Oh, so thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Yes, thank you.
So,
Yeah.
which actor has played James Bond the most times in the official film series?
Tom Cruise?
No.
He's never played him, but he's played Mission Impossible. So he's a different character.
Which actor has played
Is it does his name
James
start with a P?
Bond? Nope.
James
Okay,
Bond?
then
Yeah,
it's,
James Bond the most times in official film series.
It's I know the names of the different characters, but
He's
it's
bold now, right?
No, I don't think he's alive anymore.
I don't think he
was
is.
so bold.
His name was what does his name start with?
R
And his last name?
M
Rupert.
No.
Rupert.
It's I know his name. It's so sad. It's like everything goes with time. It's so sad. But I loved
Raw
him. What is it?
Raw Jer
Roger.
Oh, Roger.
Roger Moore.
Oh, Roger Moore. Oh, yeah. I think he was like the original.
Yeah, I think
think
so.
Roger Moore.
Tom Cruise has never played James Bond?
No,
No.
he
Then
played.
I'm confused. Wait,
That's
Mission
Daniel
Impossible is
Craig,
like
I
a-
guess. You're thinking of Daniel Craig?
No, she's thinking of like Mission Impossible because it's like
Yeah.
dun 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 like
yeah.
dun dun
Wait.
dun dun.
Yeah.
Because like there's IP that's like adjacent to some other IP, and it just shows you like how.
No, I was thinking of Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Oh, you were thinking of Daniel Craig? Oh, okay. Gosh, that makes me feel so old.
Yeah, he has.
So I was thinking of this guy. Look, I was thinking of Sean Connery, because Sean Connery played James Bond. I
Right.
loved Sean Connery. I love him.
Yeah. Okay, so what are the names, or well, name
You guys,
three.
come on, a Venmo for Sean Connery. Come on.
Name three Star Wars movies.
Name what?
3 Star Wars
We can both
movies.
do it. I'll
Okay.
name 3 and you name 3. Okay.
No,
You-
you do them all.
There's like 14 of them now, I think.
Yeah.
And so A New Hope,
Yes.
Return of the Jedi,
yes.
the Last Jedi is one of them.
Yes.
I'm not telling you in the order.
Correct.
How many? How do you say name 3?
3. Yeah, that's
That was
correct.
3.
Yeah.
I can name more. There's like the Return of the Jedi, the Last Jedi. What did I say?
I know them by episode 4, 5, 6.
Right,
Yeah.
that's the
one,
catch.
two, and
That's the
three.
1, 2, 3,
catch.
4, 6. Yeah.
The Revenge of the Sith.
The Revenge of the Sith. That's the one with the red and the black mask. The face
The
paint.
Empire Strikes Back.
The Empire Strikes Back. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Which one is that one?
Is this
The
one?
fifth.
The
Fifth.
fifth?
Oh, right.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
But technically the second, right?
Technically the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that such a genius level of way of doing that from Mark? Like, how did he get away with that? I feel like as like a filmmaker,
And he got he got away with a lot of things too, like the
he really
CGI.
did. He's still alive.
Was it on purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like, it's like a way to like we should build in like the anticipation like for potential future films. I think.
and he also got away with like CGI corrections later on and a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Like he's truly a living legend. Like it's
Yeah.
like he changed film forever. Like the way that we work on films, they use is called ILM, Industrial Light and Magic.
Yeah.
All these companies were created for him. THX Sound he created that. It's like they're
Yeah.
the ones who do all the sound design.
Right.
So it's like he's very similar to James Cameron. Like they invent stuff, or they wait until the technology is proper for them to make the movie. But George Lucas, for like a long time, he would just go and make the thing and like figure it out as he was going. James Cameron, the same with like Avatar.
Right.
I'm not a huge Avatar fan. It doesn't mean I don't like them. It just means that like I'm not like, you don't see kids walking around with Avatar backpacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's interesting? Even though they make, you know, $1 billion or $2 billion, but Barbie, you see like it has a real cultural impact, or Pokemon. So it's interesting why certain films,
Even Star Wars.
Star Wars, totally, it's like a merchandise machine. But for some reason, Avatar hasn't had that same level of cultural relevance or fingerprint.
Well, yeah, I don't see it as culturally relevant either way. Like, I think those movies are amazing in terms of like how they were made as well.
Right.
The amount of technology and the amount of like just artistry and like technologically complex it is.
Yeah.
It's mesmerizing. But yeah, it's not like something that I won't have like a plushie of an avatar.
Right, and I think you're right.
You
It's when you watch
don't?
it for the state of the art.
Well, maybe I do.
Do you?
No, I
No.
don't.
Hey, Beyond the Bayou,
I have
not
a plushie of a
Hey, Beyond the
turtle.
Bayou. Wow, Beyond the Bayou's here?
not
Is he-
not
is-
a different channel, just vertical.
Oh.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
watching
it's so
vertically.
trippy. I feel like YouTube's gonna probably like unify that because, you know, have you noticed like every few weeks there's like a new technological breakthrough?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Instagram changed this preface and WhatsApp did as well, like just in this past few days.
like where it has like the @ symbol like within inside your WhatsApp to link to your Instagram or what?
No, like
Netflix
just
last
the
night
preface
changed.
of how it looks. Like
Netflix
Instagram
last
changed.
night changed the way, like if you pause a movie, they change what it looks like on the bottom screen.
Netflix?
Like subtitles, the way the bar is. They changed it last night. Anyone else notice that?
No,
No.
I didn't.
Yes, Beyond the Bayou, please subscribe if maybe
I
YouTube
noticed
unsubscribed
on
you.
WhatsApp that there's no
Love you
corners
too.
anymore. Everything is round. Like whenever you send
What?
a
Yes.
message, it's like
What a trip.
what did I send to my mom? Yeah, it's just like, everything is.
Oh, they made it like they made it roundy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's wild. That's cool. You
Yeah.
got your ticket.
Everything is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my plane ticket.
John Scott, you gotta just bump into her. Like make it casual. Be like, oh hey, I love your show, and then get a selfie with Andre.
Here's a gazillion dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What?
I forgot that I had an event today.
Oh no, go. You're good.
I already missed it. It's
Are
fine.
you sure? What was it?
What was it?
I had like it was Las Luchas.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, was it like Lucha Libre?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea for a video.
Honestly, it would be so interesting to show
Are they
that.
are they mad at you or are they chill?
They'll probably be mad at me. I had like a conflict going on this week with my roomie, and I was
You could
supposed
just
to
say
go
that
with my
it's like an
roomie.
acting gig and just be like, he's a producer, so I'm trying to be
Exactly.
nice to him.
Hey,
'cause
I'm
he's about-
working.
Right,
It
and just
will
be like,
my
well,
excuse.
he's about to make the project, and
So it was
I
with
gotta
your
show
roommate?
face.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you mean that's a legitimate
I
reason,
mean, yeah.
right?
It is
I
a
mean,
true
that's a
thing.
legitimate, right? That's not a
Absolutely.
lie, you know.
No, and
He's like low key trying to like make me fluent so that whenever I'm handed a script, it's like I've been like talking English for the last 3 months. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That kind of thing. So
No, and honestly, like I don't view this as a job because
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't feel like a job, but it is a part of what I do in my work,
Yeah.
and like I do treat it as my job. So
Right.
John Scott, are you in Vegas? He says, let's do it. So like you should
Yeah.
just get a picture with them. You know, like you don't have to like you don't have to interrupt your vacation, but that would show to your family like people are actually watching, even if it's
Yeah.
like 10. You know what I
it
mean?
would
5
be
or
really
10.
cool.
Right. I
I
mean,
mean, I don't know where I'm staying, but we'll find a spot.
well, there's this strip. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So even if he just like goes and meets you on the strip, I mean, meeting Gizmo was so amazing. He took us to the Lion King.
I bet.
And it was just me and Jimmy, so it wasn't like, you know, with your family, it's probably like, you know, like get your, you know, take a picture, then, you know.
Yeah.
But for Gizmo, it was like a whole event. It was so cool. And it also showed for Jimmy, like goodwill,
Absolutely.
you know, like humanity is, you know, and Gizmo had not gone to the city since 9/11.
Oh.
So he lives out right outside New York City.
Okay.
So it was like this, it was a very like cathartic thing, you know, meeting someone that's like, it just shows you how you can make those random, you know, not random, but people don't have to be in your village to,
Mhm.
you know what I mean, to have these meaningful, beautiful connections.
Right. Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. Let's do it.
So yeah.
Let's make it happen.
So are they gonna? Were they just saying like, where are you? Hey, where are you? Or what?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay,
mean-
they weren't like being nasty. They're like, you bitch.
Imagine.
I mean, you never know. I don't know. I think generationally, I'm trying to figure out like what like. I feel like it depends on how old you are, how mad people got at you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like millennial people would be more like me, like direct. Been like,
Right. Yeah.
but like we wouldn't even take it as harshly though. Whereas like if someone told someone else in Gen Z, that'd be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I feel like there's been like this return to like So are you like? So is it your roommate?
Yeah.
Well, you have a good excuse, so you could just. Be
I
like,
have a good excuse.
Yeah.
You know what? It's fine. Like she knew that I was gonna be here and that it was probably gonna be complicated. But I mean, I did.
Are they still there
actually
now?
forget.
Or
Yeah, but it's like
too far away?
it's too far away. They've got my ticket. They already entered. Like it's already started. Like
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
And I don't.
Have you been to Las Luchas before?
Just once.
Okay.
But I was little and it was in Querétaro, so I've
Okay,
never been here.
yeah.
I was yeah.
You can use the excuse too that like I'm like fundraising right now, and it's like that we're gonna make this project, and it's like you're
We
really
gotta
worried
be there.
Well, and you're worried that's like if I don't show up, he's gonna think I'm not ready or something like that. I mean, there's some truth to that, right? Like
Yeah,
you can, I mean,
absolutely.
you can frame it really well, and then not be a lie. Be like, it's like when
I
you're
mean,
handed a
at the end
script,
of the
think
day,
about
it's a part
performing
of the
it.
truth.
Right. It's like when you're handed a script, like you have to like perform it as if that's your native language, and so it's like it's all like preparation for this bigger thing.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, I would be like, okay, yeah. I'm be like, this, you guys, this is my dream. Think about how few things are getting made now, like in Spanish. I mean, for them to make a movie in Spanish now, it's going to be about El Chapo, or it's going to be about, like, it's going to have the same 5 actors in it.
Right.
Yeah. So like, there's a big movie like La Captura that came out this week in Spanish, but it was like the whole thing was just like way, no mames way, no. If you watch it, it's on Netflix. I would watch it just for your knowledge because there's so few films coming out of Mexico right now as compared to like the golden age. Like it's the language is so disappointing, but it's probably somewhat accurate in terms of
It probably
there's
will.
like 17 words repeated over and over again. Like te voy a matar, güey. No chingues, güey. Like it's just like that's just like wait. It's like them, and even Herman was like they're not even saying anything. They're like right. But when you only recognize it though, I think when you're outside of it for a while.
Right.
And so I think like even Herman's like, oh yeah, like they really do speak differently. And I'm like, they do. I mean, it's not to say like, oh we do. No, it's just like they just speak differently.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I've seen it advertised, but I didn't really like notice what the
I just watched
day
it for
was
like
or
research.
whatever. Right. I will watch it.
Yeah, it's and it's the guy who's been famous for a long time, and so that's the idea too. Is that you got to put yourself out there. So like even if there's like a commercial that you don't think, oh, I don't want to be in that. One of the Regina Blandon is an actress in Mexico City, and she's she is in Mexico City, but Mexico. But she was in the La Familia Peluche, but she's doing like commercials for tampons.
Yeah.
Like that's what she's known for now. But I think a lot of people like they don't know her. The older people
or
are
mentiras nowadays.
Right.
Like she got too big from doing that.
Right.
And then like.
But you see how few projects there are though, because Mentiras was like it's because there wasn't like a lot of, there was a musical that's down the street. But I guess my point is just that like I'm trying to pay attention to what they're making in Mexico.
She did a play not too long ago. She was touring all around Mexico, and what a play! I mean, it was amazing. It ended up being a monologue.
Oh, was it like the
And
Jonah
it's
monologues?
like a 2-hour monologue of this. She's a lawyer,
Okay.
and she normally gets handled like she's the one to protect the rapists side.
Okay. Yeah.
And so like it's the story about how she views the laws and how she respects the laws, and so like if she has to protect this person, this character, it's like about finding the truth or the most truth of it all.
Yeah.
So like she had to defend all these cases, and she was great at it, and then like she has her own story and her own like abuse happens, and so like how that shifts her perspective also in like the industry and being a woman and like passing
Like
through
the play
all that.
affected her real life.
I don't know
Or
if
just
it's a
inside
real
the play.
story. Yeah.
I think that idea is really fascinating
It
because
was really greatly
the
made.
highest paid lawyers are the ones who defend criminals.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, and the best lawyers are normally the ones for criminals.
Well, right, because they have to be. It's so trippy, but that's a real thing.
Yeah.
And there's an expression too. It's like you only get the you know, you only get the amount of legal protection that you can afford, like, or you only get the amount of justice that you can afford.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, you know, if you're an insurance company and your house burns down, like, if you go to fight with that insurance company, that's going to be a difficult battle because the insurance company has like unlimited resources and their entire business model is on declining claims. And being like, looks like you left the stove open on. It's like, well, the whole neighborhood burned down from a fire. Did I leave the stove on that same day?
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, looks so. Or did we run out of the house while the stove? You know what I mean? All the different things, and it's just like. So yes, that's great that she's doing that, tackling that kind of material.
Yeah, and honestly, she was so great because she was an actor that I admired because she's a woman, she's successful, and she's a good actor. But I hadn't like really recognized her work as something like truly that I was amazed by.
Right, because she's part of like a sitcom.
Yeah, and when she was promoting this play, I was even like a little bit hesitant,
like skeptical.
Yeah. And wow, she
really
blew me
raining
away.
outside, by the way,
It
guys.
was such a hard play to watch and to live through, but I was so grateful to be there. And like just she held the room and the what she was saying so greatly. Like the whole discourse was so clear and so brave and so filled with like passion, it felt.
I love that.
So yeah, it was really cool.
So it was like a one-woman show. That's cool. So she's like wrestling with her own morality.
Yeah, and she was like moving set pieces and like creating the different spaces with everything that she had there, and like just it was magical. I don't know. Yeah, it was really cool.
I do like her, and when I watched a couple of the beginning episodes of Mentiras, which is a show in Spanish. It's like just a one season thing.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking like that was when I really realized who Mariana Trevino was. And I was like, whoever she is, she's the best actress out of this group. Like in terms of like sheer ability, like she's so good. And then I was like, oh right, of course, she's in everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm like, she really is. Like if you really watch it, like she outacts everybody. Like and she's like
Absolutely.
playing this secretary person, and I'm like, oh wow, she really like.
Have you watched Club de Cuervos?
No.
For me, she is the best character. I mean, she's the
obviously
funniest.
they're still paying her to like do like advertisements
the
for
new advertisements and
it's
everything.
crazy.
It is crazy, but she was amazing. I mean, like, there's not a single episode where I'm like, nah.
No,
Like,
she
delivers. She has like
she's very good.
Yeah.
She's very good. People ask me like, who's the best actor I've seen? I'm always say her. I'm like, I don't know who's next in line,
Right.
but like she's like, can you think of a better actor in Spanish? I'm from Mexico.
Well, now that I've seen Regina on stage, I would say Regina next. But like
She's good.
on screen, it's not reflected that way.
She comes across as like kind of like butch, kind of queer. No, not in a bad way. Like
Yeah,
not
yeah.
that like there's ever a bad way.
Well, she plays that character in Mentiras.
Right, she does. She really does.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Okay, so
That was our tangent. Mario's like, are y'all done over there?
Yeah. 15 minutes later.
Yeah.
In Seinfeld, what is the show famously described as being about?
Seinfeld. So the show about nothing.
Right.
Which is kind of true about life. Like any show, you have like a premise, and that's the premise. But at the end of the day, it's like the characters really drive the story.
I've watched very few episodes of Seinfeld, just
Yeah.
because it's a reference.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's
show of nothing.
yeah, because everything is about like these small like awkward moments that happen in between, or like you're in a bathroom at a restaurant and like the chef is in the bathroom and then he comes out of the bathroom stall and like goes and it doesn't wash his hands.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm gonna cook for you, and you're like,
No, thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like just like awkward things, or like there's this episode where Seinfeld drops he reveals he hasn't been kissing his girlfriend because he accidentally dropped her toothbrush in the toilet and didn't tell her. Now it's absurd because why wouldn't you just buy her a new toothbrush?
Right. Yeah.
But it's like these little things where it's like, oh, he's like, being too afraid. So it's kind of it feels like it should come back in terms of popularity because it
Right.
feels very Gen Z.
Yeah.
Because it's always about these little things that like, that are very like, I see within Gen Z them be like obsessing over.
Yeah. And there's not a lot of people that I know that actually like Seinfeld that have watched it.
Yeah.
Because like in Vancouver, my friends would have watched How I Met Your Mother first.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than Seinfeld. or any
Yeah.
other like sitcom.
Yeah,
that
I
kind.
never watched How I Met Your Mother. I've seen like clips of it, but I've never.
Me too. I watched a few episodes of the first season. My mom used to watch it a lot, so.
Some of those shows are like comfort because there's a formula to it,
Mhm.
and I'm not against it because I think anytime there's work for actors, I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yes.
We
please.
all love it.
Yeah, I'm like more of that.
Yeah.
You know, so some people like love The Big Bang Theory. People who don't like
Mm-hmm.
it. I've only seen clips of it. It's not necessarily like
Clips
my kind
it
of
as
show.
well. Mm.
But I don't have anything against. Some people are against shows that are like very formulaic. But I don't mind it because I think that it's a comfort food.
It is a comfort.
It's something that you can know. You know, it gives you stability in let's say an unstable world.
Yeah,
World.
that's why so many people go back and throughout the year and rewatch Friends, for example,
Yeah,
or like
absolutely.
something as big as Grey's Anatomy, or something like How
Which
I Met Your
won't end.
Mother, or
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls. Like, there's a lot of these different
That show is so
series
good,
that
yeah.
like that people go back to over and over again. And like, yeah, I mean, I reach a certain point through the year that I start rewatching Friends or
Mhm.
Gilmore Girls, and then like it's so specific. And I always like
There's a
whenever I'm
tone to
starting,
it.
it's like it's that time of the year again.
Do you
I'm
ever
back
feel
here.
like how do they recreate? Do you feel like as like a if you're thinking as an actor or like a producer or it's like I wonder like how hard is it for them to make a new? It's so hard to. That's why like Practical Magic I think is going to do well. I'll be shocked if it doesn't. Maybe who knows. But creating that level of feeling that comes with like a show like Gilmore Girls. I come from a small town, so I actually know like that's very representative.
Mhm.
It's very accurate. So it's interesting, and just the whole thing is go check out Gilmore Girls. if you
Yeah,
haven't
every
seen it.
time I'm like nearby October, it's like it's gonna happen. I mean, Gilmore Girls is around the corner, you guys.
Well, you're gonna watch it. Is that what you're saying again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why
It's
not?
like that's around the time where I always end up picking, for some reason, Gilmore Girls.
Do you know
We're,
that
like,
we went to the
picking it
same
back up.
school, the mom and I?
Really?
Yes.
You went to the same school?
Yes, Southern Methodist University. You can look this up.
Wow.
Her name is Heather Graham. Yeah,
Where was this?
in Dallas.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Small world.
And do you know who went to
Small
school before
world.
us? Was Kathy Bates went to the same school.
No way.
Yes.
That's crazy. You
and
know
she
how
was
they
in
say.
Tammy. I was like, oh yeah, she's
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Tammy.
yeah. You know how they say like you're always two people from knowing somebody.
Everybody.
And it's like
It's true.
you
Look
can
at John
confirm
Scott.
that.
You're gonna like be. Like, I mean, it's crazy. Like
Right?
it's so the world is smaller than you think. Because
Yeah.
people are not as open as you think. So whenever you do actually take the first steps and connect,
Mm-hmm.
you realize, oh wow, like we are. It's like a village.
Yeah.
And also it reminds me of how some people are so shy,
Yeah.
or some people keep their world so small. If you open it up, people will give you a hug and be like,
Right.
welcome to my world.
Exactly. Yeah, that's. I remember my therapist not too long ago. Like I think, in the end of last year, was saying that like, I was curious to gather the facts or be around the fact that like. I was meeting new people and like actually liking these people, and like it was
Yeah.
great, interesting, curious people like me, and like I raised the question of like just why right now and not like a few years back, and it was like that thing you're also looking for, you're also open, and by being a good person you attract good people, and it's like
Yes.
that is true, and like
Mhm.
just by surrounding yourself with people that are like the best version of themselves that they can be at that point, it's
Right.
just like it does create like a flow of continuing to
It does.
like
You
relate
want
to
it.
those people.
You want to feel like this is the best person that I can be right now in this moment,
Mm-hmm.
given the circumstances, and then you'll do better as you. But you have to find people and you collect your. It's like you have your little village of people and you have to kind of go do things together. Like ants build the anthill together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So much of it is about making those initial connections, and then you can go do activities or do something that's meaningful to you, like creatively, or whatever, because it requires assistance. So
Yeah, it
Yeah.
requires people.
yeah, people make people.
Exactly.
Right.
People
Yeah.
make things together.
Yes.
By the way, it's raining, like it's really
liking this
pouring outside,
video.
but it's also like a really tranquil, relaxing, like right, like the track. It feels like a track. It's like,
Yeah. I used to sleep with the sound of the rain.
I love it.
Yeah, I have a lot of insomnia, so it's like
yeah.
I've gone through all the stages of trying everything from like every single type of meditation that there is to nature sounds, birds, songs that hypnotize
noise.
you, like
Yeah.
everything, everything. Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's the legitimate thing. I think it's because your brain kind of wants to kind of keep figuring things out, keep, trying to solve things, and sometimes you have to like let it go, and then, but it's, I think it's insomnia in some ways is like a, Jennifer Aniston suffered from insomnia for like I think she still does, but it's a real thing. I think it's
horrifying.
a lot of really smart people suffer from it because but it makes sense because it's hard to be like, okay, I'm just turning my brain off.
Right. Yeah. There's a constant thought always all the time going through my brain, and it's sometimes very annoying. I went through a period of time when I was still studying back in Vancouver that like I didn't sleep for 72 hours.
Yeah.
Like it was 3 or 4 days that I just didn't sleep, like not at all.
Yeah.
Not even 15 minutes. Like it just my brain was on this hyper acceleration mode, and it was just like I remember just being so desperate because I was so tired as well, and your brain, you start to feel it actually.
Well, absolutely. You start
by
to get
the
psychotic.
second day, I would feel so fatigued and so like blurred. Like it felt like I was in a video game.
Sleeping resets your body, like it just resets
And
everything.
it heals everything that it used up.
Yeah.
So it's important to rest and it's important to sleep.
Yeah.
But like I used to go on long walks and like in the middle of the night, just like 3 or 4 a.m. because I was like, if I'm not gonna sleep, then I'm gonna do something else. Like there's nobody on the streets, so I might as well just enjoy the view and like be here.
That makes sense. Because instead of just like staring, because some people just like stare at the wall.
That just made it worse for me because like
Absolutely.
that just raised more questions and more anxieties, and it was like,
Yeah.
I know that I'm still not gonna be able to sleep right now. Because you start to feel it, like with insomnia, your brain starts to get used to it and your body as well.
Yeah.
And the thing is that the dangerous part of it is that you get used to those long hours of like just brain wasting so much energy and just like getting to those points.
Yes.
It's hard.
No, it's real, and I think it's like it helps you like perceive like the hours, and it also gets agonizing, sure.
Yeah.
But this idea of like us needing to sleep. So did you figure it out? Do you take something or?
Yes and no. I like a lot of sleeping pills give me terrible nightmares.
Yeah.
So I've tried a lot of things. Nothing has really worked. Other than like me going to therapy and just keeping good like sleeping habits.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense because like the best way for me to sleep is like with the TV on.
I was that way growing up. I had to have the TV on in the background. It created like some static background noise. I kind of felt like there was some activity going on, and I could fall asleep because it just felt like there was some,
But that's so bad for your rest.
Well, I'm not that way now, but I was that way as a child.
Right, but I'm still that way, and it's like it's so comforting, and it's so hard for me like to go lights off and no noise, no nothing, and it takes me so long. And I used to be such a great sleeper, but then something happened in my brain and just like
how long
depression
was it?
happened.
Was there a triggering event? I think people would be curious.
I mean, yes and no, because my first like heavy depressive episode was when I was 13, and there wasn't really anything going on in school or anything in my life that was necessarily a trigger,
right?
Or like a conscious trigger, I guess. But then like when I was 15, I like got back into like that state, and I was now recognizing that it was this thing that they called depression. You can call it whatever you want, but
sure.
And yeah, just like I was sleeping all day, so I stayed up all night because people didn't expect anything from me during the night, so I felt like I could exist without the heaviness of existing.
Yeah.
And that flipped like the way that I was living through the days, and then the flu happened.
Right.
So that just enhanced it more.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine.
Because I could sleep through the whole online classes and nobody would notice ever. And so it was like I was still
Like
having
you were in
the same
school just
dynamics.
sleeping and they wouldn't even notice?
Yeah. I
That's
was
wild.
doing my first year of high school entirely was online.
Oh, right, of course.
So it was just like, yeah, I mean, nobody even cared if I existed or not behind the screen. And so it was like, it just enhanced all of those feelings and all of those
Yeah.
like ideations into like a bigger thing. And so insomnia started happening because like I don't know, like probably the whole sleeping during the day, being awake during the night, and then having to be awake during the day as well for school and like actually existing, and then
Sure.
wanting to have that time back, and then like it just creates
There's like a guilt shame
pattern.
cycle
Yep.
sometimes that goes with that, and I think that we all go through different stages of our lives where we have that, and I think it's like remarkable when you get out of it because you're like, oh, I got through that, you know, these stages where. So the good thing is that you can put those things behind you.
Yeah, no, I still till this day feel so guilty whenever I sleep in or like feel that I slept too long.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it creates. Well, I do know why, because like in those moments, whenever I was sleeping, I would sleep for a long time, and
Yeah,
so
I've been there.
obviously in my house it was like shameful to be sleeping until so late in the afternoon or
Right.
during the night, whatever it was.
Right.
So I still, like, whenever I wake up after 9 a.m., it's like, you bitch.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's hilarious.
How dare you?
Yeah.
But it's like, well, I needed rest. That's okay.
Yeah, and I think also like the standards of like time have changed since the big flu, like, which I think now we can even say it, but I remember it was so strict during. I was like, I'm still like have PTSD from it.
Right. I respect it. That's why I'm still in the same train.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah. Yeah, but
we'll
it
just
is
call it that way.
Yeah, but this idea of doing everything remotely, I think that also exacerbated like where we are with AI too. Is like this idea that everything is like being automated because everything we're doing is through a screen.
Because it did become a necessity for the world to still be communicating and like go
Yeah.
digital. Like that was the main symptom. Like, you know what? I have a theory
Tell me.
for the time passing like so fast.
Yeah.
That we switched timelines and like realities a little bit with the big flu.
We did.
Like, and after my dermatologist once, like I had an appointment, and that day I was just like not having a good day, and she wasn't either, and she was just like, you know what, I think we all died, and this is just like an alternate reality where we actually went through the big flu and survived, and so that's why we're all going in through this like tangents, and like time doesn't feel as it was, and like I mean, I cannot.
So she thinks that we're like this is our afterlife.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's interesting. Your dermatologist told you that because that's. I mean, it does feel like a weird. Everything does feel like it's amorphous, like it's not tangible, it's not quite real.
Right.
It's very dreamlike.
Yeah. She thinks like, well, I mean, what I would think as well is it would be like we all died, and so we had to survive in a different timeline, so we all switched consciously, and then we now exist here where everything just it has changed completely.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Time goes faster, but I also tie it to like technology.
You're sure?
Just technology.
I think it's like the perfect storm.
Yeah.
Like all these things came together, and everybody's questioning everything right now. And it's like, and if you're not questioning it, it's because it's like you maybe put part of your brain to sleep because it's like it's too much to face that.
Yeah, people who don't question it actually like it does make me
Scary.
wonder. I mean, a little bit. The people that don't. I mean, it's just going back to my hatred for AI specifically, but like,
Sure.
it's if people aren't even stopping to question this new thing, it's like then. I mean, when it harms you, you won't even notice.
Well, my thing is that the fact that like people are not questioning it, I'm like they can just shovel any shit on us.
Yeah,
Like, do you know
and
what I
you're
mean?
gonna be like, "Oh, this is
Like,
so
just-
helpful,
like,
thank
yeah,
you."
like, you know, whatever, like it's like whatever it is, we'll take it.
Yeah,
You know, this idea where it's like no matter like yeah, they'll take it. There is a theory that the big flu was a test to see like how much of like I had to do work in LA, and so I remember like having to like you couldn't go places without your little card, you know.
The vaccination.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And
Yeah,
I know people in my personal life who were like, I can't believe you fell for that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I had to be on a set, or I had to go to this thing, I had to go to
Right.
that thing.
So people within your circle didn't want you to.
No, and I get it. I mean, I get it. I don't really judge people because I feel like it's also that time when the world got super polarized. It was already polarized.
Yeah.
But I had to, and I did nothing. You know, nothing bad came of it.
Since that polarization became a thing, like, well, I mean,
I think
it has always been.
It
but, like,
it was been really crazy since 2016. That's been like the cray. Like, really 2016, because that was the first election of the guy.
the big orange guy.
I do agree with the big orange guy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, you're going to be, obviously it's not affecting your, like, you're going to travel under his, presidency and da-da-da-da-da. But it is interesting because it's kind of like whenever you think, like, people are like, this movie's going to make movie, this movie's going to make money, or this movie's going to bomb, blah, 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 blah. Whenever that election happened, this last one, I thought he was going to win. But everyone in LA, they were all in denial in New York. And I was like, but I think because have you noticed, like, if you think something's going to happen, it doesn't mean that you want it to happen. It just means that you think it's going to happen. And so people were like, oh, like, I'm like, they're like, you should have made bets. And I'm like, but why? I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, why? Like, what, to what end? Like,
this wasn't something that I necessarily wanted to happen, so.
No, but we're at a weird place in history. And I just think it's a weird place in history, for sure. So, you guys, it's pouring down rain outside, and I opened the window.
It's great weather, but
yeah, it's cool, and we're entering like September. It's a good time to be away for a few days. How long are you gonna be there?
I think I'm back next Friday.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
So John Scott, that gives you time to just.
Yeah, that's
not for them to hijack you, just take a picture. You know what I mean? Because it's not, Vegas is not that big.
Okay.
Like, I don't think it's that big. Like, I think you can get to the Strip and back. It's kind of like me getting to Reforma.
Okay.
But I think the highways are better.
Right.
The roads are better.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to know the city and to be engaged in the city.
Yeah.
And entertained.
Lovely. Yeah.
Honestly, but hey, I mean, I'm gonna make a disclaimer. If you, like, just find me on the streets, if I'm drinking, please just don't judge me.
Yeah,
just don't judge me, because I probably will be drinking.
Yeah.
Knowing my parents, yeah.
That's cool that they're so chill about it, actually.
Yeah, I mean, my dad's side, we're all like, I don't know. There's a lot of alcoholism, to be honest.
Okay.
But
they're functional, it sounds like.
Yeah. But
Because
it's
people are
in
not
like a
functional
very
alcoholics.
Yeah.
Some people, it's like they can't maintain anything.
No. It's like a very social alcoholism that runs in the family.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
we
funny.
all gather together to specifically drink.
Yeah.
But it's just part of, like, us having a conversation.
Rituals.
So it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit more normalized than I would like to admit, but we have a great time.
I lived in
And
Ecuador for a
Vegas
while,
is
and they
for
drank
having
crazy.
a great time.
Vegas is totally like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas type of thing.
Except for the picture that I'm gonna take with John Scott.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. No, I think that's so cool.
It is
I
so
love
cool.
that.
It would be very cool if we saw each other.
No, I mean, when I saw Gizmo, it was so magical because it was such a full. And he commented earlier. He's like, that's all true what Brent said.
Yeah.
It was such a full circle moment.
Yeah.
But it was great to show, younger people. It's to like see what can happen if you just open yourself up a bit. Like, so many things can happen.
Right,
and
yeah.
traveling to new countries and different areas, there's so many like great things. Or like, even like mentioning like the big orange kind of like changed the, like, I'm like, don't worry about that, because I don't think about that, because it's not the point. There's so many things to enjoy and live, and
Yeah.
they don't have to like be under this cloud of this or that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we put a cloud over things, and it's like that doesn't even have to even exist.
Right.
That doesn't
Yeah,
have to be.
I can have my own political views and opinions, but I'll
increasingly
go
don't even have
and
any.
enjoy my trip.
I think, I just want everyone to live in harmony. That's literally
Exactly.
it. It's like just no dystopia for me.
Yeah.
More utopia, less dystopia.
Yeah.
That's all.
There's a song in Spanish called Utopia, Utopia,
Yeah.
which I love. If you want to listen to it, it's on
Yes.
Spotify.
Is it from Belinda?
No. No. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I
it
don't,
doesn't
I don't
sound
listen
like.
to her music.
I don't either, except for like her 2004 album.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
really pouring down, you guys. It's like really, really pouring.
It's from, it's called Mabu. Mabu.
MABU. Okay, got it.
There you
Yeah.
have it.
Utopia in Spanish.
Go
If you
listen
wanna
to
have
it.
a listen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a cool recommendation.
Okay.
Honestly,
So
music is so big for me as well.
Oh, I love music.
Yeah.
It's people don't. I don't talk about it, so that people don't think it's important to me. But it's everything. Like it really is.
It accompanies my whole day.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I can go in silence, but it's like whenever I see film, I'm like, this is only working because the sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no, I
Sound
love
design
music.
in movies is also so overlooked sometimes.
It
but
blows
it's
my
like
mind.
sometimes it just makes it magical. Like it just ties it together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah, and I think people it's like it's invisible to some people, whereas it's like it's such a big part of the picture,
Oh,
part
absolutely.
of the product. I used to try to play music like whenever we first started doing lives, and people were like just turn it off because it was a distraction, I think, and it just they couldn't hear quite as well.
It added to the noise.
But I was like, there's got to be. But I was like, oh, now that I think about it, there's no podcast that has music.
Yeah.
Like it's the you because you.
Unless
Unless
it's
it's
the
a
clipped and
meditation.
edited version of it.
Right, if it's clipped, sure. Like there's like a little bit of like, and even sometimes they clip and there's not. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm still learning how to clip. So, because I used to
Yeah.
have an editor whenever we were doing this little short vertical series, but I was like, we were getting all the views, but we weren't getting any money. So it was a very bizarre experience.
Right.
But you know. you
Yeah,
try different things.
that's wild. Like
'Cause they were
having something run so well but don't make anything.
So like what? Like
Yeah.
and you can't like get depressed over because you're like, well, we learned something,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But it's also like whenever all the platforms were shifting, like everybody was becoming like TikTok. Even just like you said, you saw that it changes to WhatsApp
Yeah.
on your phone. They're constantly like even Netflix. Like tonight, if you turn on Netflix, you'll see like unless they're just beta testing certain groups, like they've changed with the like what it looks
Right.
like.
Yeah.
And now everything. Have you noticed that it comes with a game? Like there's a
Yeah.
new movie that came out called The Hawk. It came with a game, like with it.
Oh really?
Like the screen is split and it'd be like play the game or watch the movie, and I'm like, what? Like,
No.
Yes, it's
the
that.
TikTokification of Netflix.
Have you not been on there in a while?
On Netflix?
Yeah, like they're pushing games like crazy.
No, not really. I've been watching a lot of well, I have a different like streaming platform which is called Thunder, and I just search manually, and like there's a
Thunder?
lot of
Is it like legal?
yeah, not really. I
Oh,
mean, it's
okay.
kind of like shady. So,
Okay, yeah. Okay.
but I find everything in there. So,
Okay, I've never heard of it. Is it just like thunder.com or no?
no, it's like a Roku stick.
Oh, okay, got it.
It works the same way, but it's just like another.
Okay, got it.
thingy. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
no.
that's how it was in Ecuador. Everybody had to get their stuff because there's like rights issues. And
Right.
so certain countries like never get the thing. So that's why a lot of producers have finally been putting their stuff on Netflix because like AI, I tell everyone to watch AI, the movie, and it's crazy because now we're living in the age of AI. But have you seen the movie?
No,
It will
I didn't know there was a movie.
Oh my gosh, it's one of the most moving films, but it's also like will like break you. Like it's like
Damn.
it'll
I don't think I'm ready for that one, but I'll watch
oh my
it.
gosh, that movie is crazy.
Cannot believe I'm putting
It's-
down AI on my notes.
No, but it's a beautiful film by Steven Spielberg, and Stanley Kubrick was gonna make it.
Okay.
And David, who was here, he mentioned Stanley Kubrick, but he said his name, and for some reason I didn't click. I think he was saying Kubrick, or it's Q, like we said Q in English, like Kubrick. But anyway, he did 2001: A Space Odyssey. He did The Shining.
Yeah.
You know, so but he was gonna make that film, and then Steven Spielberg like finished it for him and kind of did it in the way that
Okay.
that Stanley Kubrick would have made the film.
Right.
But the movie is like it's so shockingly like feels like we're like that's the next stage for us now. But he made it in like 2000,
Oh wow.
so that came out I think in
That's
2001.
crazy.
But yeah, definitely check it out. It's
I will.
because the acting there's a robot boy named David,
Mm-hmm.
and David is played by the same actor from The Sixth Sense,
Okay.
where he's like, I see dead people.
Yeah.
They don't know they're dead. And then there's like, have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Okay, I
It's
was gonna,
so good.
isn't it so good? I mean, like,
Yeah.
what a great twist. And Toni
Yeah.
Collette, what a great actress.
Definitely.
She's
definitely.
great. Yeah.
She like in that movie was like the when I watched it, I had recently watched Hereditary.
Hereditary, yes.
Yeah.
Hereditary.
And it was like such a flashback to what it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean, like in
Yeah.
her performance, it's just like I could see it so clearly, like why she ended up there.
Yeah,
I
she's
mean,
so talented. Like
so talented.
she blows my mind. What's
Yeah.
crazy is she was in Tammy too. She
Mhm.
like there were so many great stars in that movie. I feel like that script didn't really work, but I thought it's so interesting. 'Cause
It does feel like script level kind of like failure because I don't think they do a bad job.
no, it's like for some reason. Well, I think that was when Melissa McCarthy I think was starting to work with her husband, or maybe they were halfway through, because there was a period like where he had a peak of like, and there were a lot of people in Hollywood like trying to grapple with why is she popular, and I'm like, well, because you know people there's like an appetite for this because everyone doesn't have to be like perfect and beautiful and blah
Right,
blah blah
yeah.
blah blah. And in fact, we probably need more movies like that. But like, did you see The Boss? It's a really like La Jefa.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Bo-
yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
really
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
But Ben Falcone is her husband, and he's the one who directed those movies. And
Right.
he's in a lot of those. He's her boss at the fast food restaurant in Tammy,
Yeah.
and he shows up in the
Oh.
heat. He's the guy at the bar who's like, he didn't call me, and she's like,
Oh right.
That's her husband in real life.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Cool.
So
I didn't know
he didn't
that
direct
was
the
his
Heat,
husband.
but that's her husband. He directed like The Boss and then like some other ones
Okay.
that she's in. But like Melissa McCarthy, I'm a huge fan.
Me too.
We need more movies that like where not everyone has to be like physically perfect.
I
Like,
loved
the peop-
Suki in Gilmore Girls as well.
Yes.
Like that character is so like it brings you so much joy, and it's like it has it holds the same comedy that she has, but
Yes.
in like
in a puritanical way.
Exactly.
Yeah, isn't that crazy though? Like it just shows you like how the arc of your career can be so dramatically. Like nobody would have ever guessed that she would have gone on to become the biggest star out of all of them.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it just shows you like you have to be like have this daring spirit and like go for it. And like the art of performance.
Just put yourself out there and
Put
like,
yourself out there.
Yeah.
Just put yourself out there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
John Scott, I agree.
Was she
Wait,
the one
wait,
that
wait.
was the Ursula in Little Mermaid?
She's funny.
What's the question?
Beyond what you asked, you saw her in the Little Mermaid as Ursula.
Oh right, she was in the remake. Did you see the remake of The Little Mermaid?
No. I
Okay,
didn't.
yeah, it's okay. I don't blame you. But they gave her the role of Ursula.
Oh.
But I do know the song in
I
Spanish.
think I saw a clip. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, pobres almas en desgracia. Yeah.
Yeah. Does she sing?
Yeah, she actually does. She actually sang a song with Barbara Streisand on her album
Oh.
called Duets.
I didn't know she sang.
She's
She
like
could
one of those
sing.
people that's like she's doing it all. You got to check all the she's
yeah.
done everything. And I think that's how you have to kind of live your life. Try to experience everything and like go for it.
Yeah, get your hands onto all of the things that you can.
All the
Like,
things.
try it, fail fast,
Right.
go for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to get
Exactly.
into singing lessons. I really should.
Do it. Yeah.
Do you sing already? A little bit.
No, when I was a kid, I had a good voice. I used to do musical theater, but then like I really left it behind, and my teenage years I spent it as a smoker. So
Oh right. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
I mean,
There are famous singers who smoke. I mean, I'm always surprised. I'm like, what? But I guess it.
Lana Del
yeah.
Rey.
I just need to
Yeah.
train. I need a lot of training for my voice,
Yeah.
just in general. Like that was one of the areas that I felt my school lacked the most, like in terms of training specifically. The voice aspect of my instrument didn't feel as polished as every other aspect. I felt like we lacked a lot of theory, like practical theory
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
per se.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, I really want to get into like voice training as a whole and include singing in there as well.
Yeah, I think it's good to use your whole instrument.
And always like just keep on training, keeping
Yeah.
on to
Practicing.
practice as an actor is key. It's just what holds it all together. So
I'm surprised more people just like don't sing like while they're walking down the street because I feel like there was a happier time. Like there was a time when people were just singing, you know.
yeah.
But now if you walk down the street and you're singing and like
Shut
lock him
up.
up, you know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like
Asylum.
When I was, I mean, I feel like when I was a kid, people would walk down the street and like be skipping and laughing and like, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I feel like people now are like, oh, they're high, you know?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
no, it was like, no, we were just, you know.
We're just enjoying ourselves.
There were TV shows when I was a kid. Like people were like whistling, you know, like when you have,
Right.
you know, these shows were long. If you have time to whistle on a show,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a show
Yeah.
like, it was called like the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh.
This is way but it's called, this was back in like the 50s. But
Okay.
they were playing reruns of the Andy Griffith Show.
Right.
So if anyone remembers
yeah.
that, mention it in the comments. Andy Griffith Show.
The Andy
Yeah.
Griffith
The
Show.
Andy Griffith Show.
Call back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What medical drama has been on the air since 2005 and follows Meredith Gray's
Grey's
career?
Anatomy.
Correct. Yes.
I remember when that came
2005.
out, and everybody was like, "Oh, this is gonna be huge." I was like, "This is huge."
I was born in 2005.
That's so
July
wild.
4th.
Wow. You're the same. July
Yeah.
4th.
Patriotic.
Yeah.
Did you already? Did we meet already when you had your birthday?
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Girl, why didn't you
I think
tell
I was
us?
a fresh 21-year-old when
Happy
you met me.
birthday.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing.
Why didn't you tell us, girl?
Cause I
It's like-
I always get a weird response to the 4th of July. It's either they get it right away and they're like, so you're very patriotic, or
No,
like,
then
so
I
you're
think,
actually from the U.S. and it's like they always have a comment on it, or it's
Is
like
it
they
that-
don't even remember that the 4th of July is the day of independence.
Yeah,
and it's like,
Yeah.
I remember.
I just
No,
never
we didn't met still yet.
This is Keith Peavy House. This is zippity doo dah.
Right. Yeah, because I was at the beach when you sent me
Yes.
that email being like, "Oh, we do want to
and-
do something with you," and I was like, "Okay, great."
I remember what we. Yeah.
Oh, you were at the beach. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was like, "Oh, great news."
Yes. Yeah. I
You're
remember.
like,
I was
little,
so
little did you
scared.
know it was gonna be talk therapy. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was so scared. Like I remember just reading the email and like when you were confirming, I was like, "What am I doing? Like,
Oh my
I've
gosh.
never done a podcast. I've never like,
Yeah.
what am I gonna do?" Like.
Yeah.
I think it's good, but don't you feel like you can now like try different things and like just walk in and be like, yeah, I'm like,
Oh,
just own it,
absolutely.
like own this, be like, I got this, you know.
Yeah. No,
That's how you
and
do
more
it.
and more, like I find myself doing exactly that.
Yeah.
It's either conscious or subconscious, but it's like
Mhm.
I know that if I'm in a room, I belong to it, and that's
Yeah.
that's just the way that I want to navigate it.
Yeah, I mean, so many people they interview like the stars and they're like, you know what, I just acted like I've been doing it my whole life,
Right.
you know, and then there's something comforting in that because there's not a huge difference between the most successful person and the least successful person, other than their willingness to show up and to perform whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's interesting because like I was talking about Angelica's little son, but it's like for me it's like why not? But it's like for people to put themselves out there, it's like people are like. But it's I forget sometimes, you know, because when you work
Right.
in casting, it's like you're dealing with people and be like, oh yeah, me.
No,
you
and
know?
I'm the type of person to be eager for anything and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, whenever I encounter, especially with artists that are very reserved in that sense, it's like, dude, no, just go and create. Like, what are you expecting?
Some
like,
people like they have it the way they open up, or it's like a mechanism. But I think it's like it just depends on the individual. But I think increasingly you can't be too shy because you have to go promote your movie,
right? Yeah.
right? And so it's like, or if you're so shy, it becomes a marketing device. It's like he's a reclusive. He won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we
yeah,
have to
yeah,
make a
yeah.
point out of it because otherwise people are like, why are they not out promoting?
Yeah.
You know, whatever. I
Yeah,
love
it
how
has to be specific to it.
you guys are our main people are here. John and Keith. John and Keith, we're about to wrap up, so y'all leave a Venmo.
Yeah, please do so.
Because guess where?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, and you're going to Vegas tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm
exciting.
going to Vegas. So some little coins
That's right.
to gamble.
We're gonna end at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're gonna end at 9 o'clock our time. You guys let us
Yeah.
know what time it is where you are.
Right. The
So,
time zones
what is the
always
name?
confused me when I was a kid. Like time changes as well.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's
wow,
trippy.
what do you mean?
It's
What do you
trippy when you get on a
mean?"
plane, and sometimes it's like it's
Yeah.
you can like travel in the
Yeah,
past.
it's like, oh, I'm traveling to the past, but also it's like nothing changed for these people, but it did change for me. So you feel like Like you time traveled, but nobody knows.
Yeah.
Even
It's
life
very
itself,
cool.
just we're always traveling into the future.
Yeah.
You know, like it's very strange.
Constant present going to the future and leaving the past.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is totally
It
crazy.
is, yeah. So, what is the name of the Dragon Queen in Game of Thrones?
Khaleesi.
It's Khaleesi.
Khaleesi
Yeah.
is the mother
That's
of
a great
dragons. Yeah, it's a great name. People like name their cats that. People love the name Khaleesi.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a scene in there where she has to, like, her brother is a total douchebag. So there's a scene where she has to, her brother's like, I was promised a kingdom, blah, 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 blah. And because the show, it deals with ambition.
Right.
And, like the pitfalls of it, and basically they all die because it's like they're all, you know, they're all believe that they're the
Chosen one.
the ones who are, who should inherit Westeros.
Okay.
And so her brother is one of them, and they go into this tribe, but it deals with like really what does power look like, and
Okay.
so he's like, I want my golden throne, and so the guy played by Jason Momoa is like, I'll give you your golden throne, and so he melts down like all this gold, these golden goblets, and then he pours the hot gold onto. Yes, it's like a horrific scene, but the brother is so he's so unhinged and crazy that
Right.
Khaleesi, his sister. She's like, do it, and he's like, no, but it's like one of the most traumatic scenes. If y'all remember that scene, let me know.
Crazy.
But if you watch that show, it's crazy.
I am gonna watch it.
That's like, I was like, oh my gosh, like it's one of the most iconic and crazy scenes in
Right.
television history. But Khaleesi's brother is killed because he's like, they pour hot melting gold onto him. Right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so crazy, right?
That's wild.
It is crazy.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Yeah.
John Scott, yeah. It's really relaxing. Rain is outside. Are you gonna be okay getting home with the rain? It's probably gonna rain all
yeah,
night.
because I'm gonna
assuming.
Uber.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's fine. Like every time I'm taking Uber, I just
You can sit back and not have to worry about that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
It's
they
like-
drive all day, so they're good drivers. I mean, generally.
Yeah, generally they are. They're good people. Also, like with so many specificities of like what you want in your ride, like non-chatty or like cool, be
I
warm,
never select any
whatever.
of that stuff, but
No,
sure,
like
sure.
I add the not preferred, like not preferential, whatever
Okay.
option it is.
Like I don't care.
Yeah. Well, I do like if it's the temperature, I do like it to be cool, so I do like take advantage of the.
Sure. Yeah,
But
yeah.
like I don't Uber a lot because it's expensive.
It is.
And I mean, sometimes it's better just to take my car.
Yeah.
But for example, today I was grateful that I was gonna either way take an Uber because like I was feeling so anxious.
Today you were feeling anxious?
Yeah.
Tell me, let it out.
I don't know, something was going on in my brain and I was
About
like
this or just about?
just in general, like I
Okay.
woke up and I was feeling really anxious and like really like there was a heaviness to my body and my brain and like that
Okay.
just like made it
Was there
difficult to
anything
navigate.
triggering it? Like, did something happen, or did someone say something?
Just the whole situation with my roomie was so complicated, and like we had a conversation yesterday, and everything was cleared out, and like everything is well. But just like my situation with like conflicts or the way that it was handled in my house is like it exists. We don't acknowledge it. We go around it, and like if I'm actually acknowledging the conflict in itself, it's like I'm not gonna tell you what I'm really thinking. But this is what I'm saying, so you should figure it out in your own.
That's so twisted, but I understand that, and I feel like a
Right.
lot of people who are watching you probably know what she's talking about. They
Yeah.
love your style.
So my roomie was saying these things, and me with that dynamic in my head, I was like, okay, this is so much bigger than it actually is. Because if you're saying that, then what it is
What's
that
really
you're
on your
actually
mind.
thinking exactly.
Right.
So it's creating all of this anxiety that just existed in my brain, and when I was talking to her yesterday, I was like. Wait, so that's it? So it's like, yeah, I've been telling you this is that was it, and I was like, well, in my head, it was.
You made it
such
like you made a mountain out of like a molehill.
Yeah, and I first of all I felt so stupid because I was like, well, how did I get so conflicted by something that was just in my head?
Right.
And then also made me realize how actually powerful my family dynamics were till this day in my life, you
Right.
know, and it's just. Yeah, I woke up feeling weird, and I felt like I was running like the whole day, like everything just kept piling up, you know, like
Sure.
things kept appearing and like happening, and with the surprise of going to Vegas, which is yay. But I also
So you
needed
like learned
to
that
like.
today?
I learned it on Wednesday.
That's awesome.
Right. Yeah. But it's like a lot of things that I needed to be like, I don't know, to take charge of before I went on this trip. So
Sure.
it's like I don't know, some.
I know what you mean though. It's
So,
like yes.
By the time that I got out of the house and I was ready and everything, I was like, I cannot breathe. I'm
Wow.
feeling this way, and like I had ordered the Uber, and I was like, okay. I called a friend and I was like, I hope that the Uber just like calms me down. I'm not gonna have
well, you
to
could, that's
drive,
also a
which
good
is
thing for your friends too, to be like, you know, I was already anxious, and so maybe on a subconscious level, maybe it was like you didn't want to. Like, do they know when you're anxious? Can they tell? Are they like, are you okay? Or are you going through?
I'm really good at masking.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, when it's like just with my friends, you can notice it because my guards go down
Sure.
with my friends normally.
Sure.
But yeah, even if I'm like just dying on the inside, I can still go out and perform. But it's so
That's
it's
cool.
so tiring. It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
heavy. So like, yeah, I always worry when I'm feeling like too much of it and not really being able to find my center again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do catch myself being like, okay, inhale and exhale and like take a breather and like you're gonna be okay. But today it just felt so out of my control, and I was running so late to everything, which was like, by the time that I realized, it was like, okay, I can't breathe, and I can't breathe, but I'm gonna breathe. Okay, it's gonna be fine. You're gonna concentrate on
Yeah.
the Uber ride, like doing anything else, and so
That's good that you have like you can calm yourself down though.
yeah,
That's good.
self-regulating is a great tool.
It is.
It
It
is.
is. So
Yeah.
how are you gonna get to sleep tonight? Like when you get home, how are you gonna?
Well, I'm already gonna be with my family, and I haven't
That's
seen
good.
them, so I'm excited.
Oh yay! So
Yeah,
you,
we're
so-
all
okay. Got
having
it.
a sleepover since today, like in the hotel room, because I was gonna stay like back home in my
Oh wait.
apartment.
So, you're going. Oh, you're going to Querétaro.
No, they're already here.
Oh right, because you're flying out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
are they at your house or are they like at a?
No, they're gonna stay at a hotel, and I'm gonna go
Meet
join
them there.
Are they at the
we're all
hotel now?
together. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Yeah, so
I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
go have dinner with them after
Oh,
this.
I love it.
which
Well, there's
is
hotels
nice.
right up here, but they're not down Reforma.
I don't think so. No, and they're near the airport actually.
Oh, okay.
'cause
So like a
it's
Benito
to
Juarez.
be- Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
to be early and everything.
That's amazing. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, good. I think
So-
that'll probably like be comforting, right? Like comfort food to be around your family and to chill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, and honestly, like this made me feel so much better. Like ever
Oh.
since I arrived, and like we started joking because I arrived with my with my suitcase.
Oh.
So he was like, "Oh, you're moving in," and I was like, "Oh
Come on
yeah,
in, yeah.
mi casa es tu casa.
Yeah,
please."
yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
So I just like
That's
I was like,
hilarious.
okay, I've landed. I'm here.
Yeah.
This is a safe space. I'll be all right.
I'm that friend. I'm like if you're like I'm like
Thank you.
because I feel like I pull in the good people anyway.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like no, if you need a place to crash, you crash. You know what I mean?
Thank you
Go
very
for
much,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. But I love it. Well, thank you
Yeah.
guys. This is Friday night, so she's gonna go spend
Thank you,
some evening with her
guys.
family,
Yeah.
and then me and Mario are gonna go get some shut-eye.
Some rest.
Probably
Yeah.
watch something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our business. I feel like a fire under my butt too. We got to go film something and edit it and have
Right.
all the people involved and all the fun stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
has been our fun in between. So I'm so glad you got to share everything that's going on in your world.
Yeah,
I think
thank
it's
you. Thank you so much.
the more we get to know you, like that expression "to know you is to love you." It's very real.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Then same. Likewise.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So good to be
Agreed.
here. Thank you for being here, you guys.
Thank you
Have
guys.
a
Thank
great
you,
night,
guys.
stay.
Don't
Have a
forget
good
to
night.
subscribe,
Love
like.
you guys. Like, subscribe.
We love you.
Yeah.
This
And
is
be back.
fun relationship.
And
Come
be
back.
back.
Yeah, come back. Like,
You'll be
subscribe.
back.
I'll
Yes.
be back.
Yeah, enjoy. Have fun in Vegas for
I'll
a
be
week.
back changed.
Yes.
Live it
Yeah.
up, relax.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
it's very safe. Like the strip is like very safe.
Right. No, and I'm really excited for all the entertainment that I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
all those shows that
No stress.
I know my dad is
Uh-huh.
planning
Mhm.
going to. So
I love that y'all can go as a happy family and like just don't no
I'm really
don't
grateful for it.
leave the
as well.
any trouble leave it behind. You know
Thank
the
you, Taco.
expression.
We're home.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
when you walk into a space. So when you walk into on your vacation, it's like there's no issues. It's like everything is a fun adventure.
And it hasn't felt that way for so long, so I'm
Yeah.
really excited.
Yes, I'm happy for you. That's
Thank
exciting.
you.
Yes. Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
That's great. The end of Friday.
Yes. And Herman, I'm about to say Herman. Thank you for watching,
Yeah.
Herman.
Thank you.
Yay. We love you, Herman. We love
Thank
you. Love
you
you.
all. Thank you for being
Bye,
here.
guys. We love you.
Bye.
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 Mwah,
Bye, John
mwah, mwah.
Scott. Bye, Keith Beebe House. Bye, Dag Overhaul.
See you soon, John.
Bye.